I'm trying to get paid.
Yeah, make sure you shoot me that link so I can post it on the socials and whatnot. We about to go in.
Yep, all right. I'm about to throw it up. Record the cloud so everybody be quiet. Yep. Welcome to another edition of Black News Black. This is your boy Benjamin Anthony. You can find me on Twitter at Blackout89. Find me on Instagram at Did I change my Instagram name again? I don't think I changed it again. Sephiroth was right. It has been this for a while. He also was correct. Humans don't deserve to live. Anyway, Jonesy's here. Jonesy.
We're here. Yo, it's me, your boy Rick James Jr. the third. You know what I'm saying? Offshore the fourth Migo, Ric Flair with Locktail, all that good shit. You can find me on all my socials at Pharaoh Dom. One word.
I guess I should make all mine one thing. And we're also joined by Bobby. Bobby, if you want to introduce yourself. They can't see you, but introduce yourself.
You can't see me. Hand motion. It's Rob Brown, aka Uptown Bobby. I don't give out my socials because I don't want any of you niggas following me.
I respect the energy.
But
the energy.
Back with the good people. So let's do this.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Normally we do sports, nerd shit, and hip hop, but because it was SuperKhan of Honor weekend, because yes, I don't give a fuck about WrestleMania.
See, this nigga go. I'm here to provide the balance, audience, because I actually did watch Mania.
Oh, really?
You're a real nigga, John.
Better than me.
Yo, the homie Ty had to kick back at the crib, so I took me and Lil Man went over there and vibed out, watched the wrestle fights. It was all right. The show was all right. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Solid 5 out of 10.
Black Meltzer, okay.
This nigga took notes.
Baby. Yeah, yeah, man. There were a couple of transitional maneuvers that I thought didn't really go off as smooth as they could have.
Star ratings
out of them. Yeah, we're not doing. By the way, we don't do star ratings over here. Like for real, we don't. Like either we like it or we didn't. Yeah, like did I like it? Was it a banger? Cool. I'm not getting caught up in the minutia of like a 3.75 versus a 4.25 star match.
Yes,
so there's one thing we can't agree on: 3-star Cody delivered as advertised.
It wasn't really. Anyway, so without further ado, so we normally do sports, nerd shit, and hip hop, but this week, because it's SuperKhan of Honor week or WrestleMania weekend. This is strictly wrestling because there was so much goddamn wrestling on.
All of it.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't watched all that shit. I
watched as much as I could humanly do while still being a productive father and husband.
Yeah, it was a lot, man. If I didn't get to see your show, I might go back and watch it. I can't promise.
Right. I'm gonna go back and watch Bloodsport just for the Moxley and the Biff Busick match alone.
Yes, I'm gonna go back and watch. No, I saw Bloodsport. So
that whole card was fire, so I gotta definitely go back.
Yeah. So I watched Bloodsport.
Did Suzuki work Bloodsport too? That man was hustling this weekend, man.
What? Yeah, bills to pay. But, I heard some of the NXT shit was good too.
We'll get into that.
I heard the ladder matches. So we're gonna cover all that.
A good chunk of that show, and I have thoughts on what NXT 2.0 is apparently doing.
Just for the benefit of the listeners and ourselves, we did some brief show notes. We're going to cover Dynamite and Rampage, SuperKhan of Honor, the various indie events like GCW Collective, the AAA stuff, all that stuff, and then NXT Mania. Then I guess the Cody combo, which is something that everyone that dabbles in this industry has to discuss. We didn't really talk about it because we were waiting for things to play out, so we've avoided weeks of talking about Cody. He doesn't really care. I'm gonna talk about it because it is the topic to discuss.
No, I'm gonna talk about it, but like
one of the reasons, this video, Cody Mania, baby, you got to put hashtag Cody Mania.
But one of the reasons, and I'll explain it later, why I didn't talk about it is because how little I care, but not in a grand scheme, not specifically of Cody, just like the way this industry works.
The grand scheme of how we discuss this stuff, basically.
Yeah, and people needing to grow up. So without further ado, we went to Dynamite on Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Fuego.
We saw Toni Storm. It was great. We saw Toni Storm's debut. She had a pretty good match with the money. She looked happy. Damn, nigga. You all right?
Hey, bro. You got kidnapped by aliens or something, bro? You extra on a set of Nope?
But yeah. We saw Toni Storm's debut. We saw CM Punk. It's the first time I saw CM Punk live.
Yeah,
it's the first time I saw Keith Lee live.
First time I saw Danielson live for me. First time I saw Keith Lee live. Yeah. I got to check a lot of ticks on my to-do list on Wednesday, man. It was dope.
The only one that
didn't get to see Swerve do a match, but I got to see Swerve live.
I would have loved to have seen Swerve do a match, but they'll be back. So I'm not too worried about. They'll be back to Charlotte or they'll be back here. I'm not too worried about it.
One way or the other, we'll see it.
Yeah, but we saw a bunch of really good matches. We saw how we had really good seats. If you watch the show, you can see us. We were facing the hard cam.
Y'all need to give me a timer or something. Countdown.
Yeah. No, the entire show you can see it. If you where the hard cam is shooting from, like whenever they're facing the crowd, you can see us. If I can get a screenshot, I will point.
Yeah, I had on my white tee with the Prince album cover on the front, and my dreads are swinging. You can see me all bro. We close enough where the camera lights and ring lights are bouncing off my glasses, man.
We were close enough that we were close enough that Jonesy got picked up on mic.
Yelling at some nigga in the crowd. Yeah, man, it was during the dueling Moxley and dueling Moxley and Lethal chants. Because people somehow, for some reason, despite what Twitter told me, are cheering actively for Jay Lethal at multiple shows. But I was told that nobody cares about Jay Lethal in 2021/2022. But cool, the Twitter GMs.
That was a very good match. That Moxley. Oh damn, we saw that match too. Moxley, Jay Lethal. Yeah. That was a really good match. Man. We saw a really, really good show. The House of Black in person.
Oh yeah,
wow, cool.
And they and Buddy Murphy.
Never 205
is a 205 alumni.
That nigga was never 205 pounds. I refuse to believe him.
I think he was legit 204. I think it was legit 204 because he is fucking swole for no reason now.
He is,
bro. Better tell you when he came out, I literally said, I don't know if they caught this on camera. I literally said that nigga is uncomfortably big.
Yes, him. The three people that the size doesn't translate like really well on TV, camera. Yeah. Andrade, that's a big.
Andrade is a man's man. He is a manly man.
Also, some of them spots that look brutal on TV, seeing them live looked way more brutal. I thought Darby had like broken his leg on one of them
strikes.
Spots.
Woo! I thought Andrade broke.
Also, when they smacked the shit out of each other,
broke that man's jaw. Like
yes, when they were smacking the shit out of each other, it was absolutely hilarious. Who else?
Willa Yuta. Buddy Murphy. His offense looks so smooth and crisp. Like in person, it looks great on TV, but when you see it on person, and when you see the size of him in the speed and precision and body control he has with that size, it's crazy. Like
and I get that man props. Keith Lee and Will Hobbs like face.
Yes,
you realize that
big meaty men slapping large. Meat.
Yes,
but you also realize that Keith Lee is like uncomfortably large. That is a giant human being. Like he also has abs. Like if you see him in person, he has abs. I don't even know how that works, but he literally has abs. How are you that big, but you got like a 4-pack? I don't even understand how that works. But yeah, everybody, for the most part, everybody was over. Willie Yuta got over big, but he's from here, which I didn't know.
Wow, he broke in the Myrtle Beach area. I was actually talking to a dude at Ty's Mania party yesterday. He actually gave Yuta his first booking outside of his like Myrtle Beach home promotion there. So he's worked with you. He said he's wrestled Yuta like at least five times since before he started building his name to get like stuff with New Japan and Dynamite, not Dynamite, AEW.
Well,
Regal put him over so well in commentary. Regal just, I love Regal in the AEW, man. We'll get into it more, but like if you're watching AEW, you don't see this as like the best wrestling promotion in the United States right now. I don't know.
But does it make as much money as Vince Land, man? That's what really counts.
I don't care. Why do y'all care?
Sir, I'm a paid AEW anti. Okay, I'm here to get this Vince money. I'm trying to follow Cody to the promised land.
Listen here, if AEW wants to pay us to show for them, I am pleased to.
No, sir.
Check, Tony.
Yeah, I went to Target yesterday and brought a Mr. Brody Lee figure, but it doesn't really count. I'm gonna repaint it and make it a custom Luke Harper.
Even the shit I don't like on AEW, I like. Like if that makes sense. Like
I can tolerate
like Dan,
or
like Dan Lambert.
It's just not for me sometimes. Like Lambert ain't for me sometimes. This nigga hates Lambert. Yo, we were in the arena. We were in the he's a heat magnet. We were in the arena. Lambert got the exact response he was supposed to get. Ty and Sammy got the exact response they were supposed to get. So that whole heel turn shit, very weird. You maidenless niggas on Twitter need to go find some maidens.
They do eventually turn.
Go pay some maidens. Go buy you a maiden, my brother.
I think they kept the 2 belts just for that nigga to have, just for him to wear.
Yes, exactly. Like, the co-champion.
So I watched Sammy's.
I
watched Sammy's blog. Like Sammy just wanted 2 belts. Like there was no actual reason for the 2 belts.
They made
They made 2 belts, and like they were like, "Well,
he had a point." He's like, when John Cena or Randy Orton unified when John Cena unified the WWE.
Chris Jericho did the same thing.
Yeah, like Chris Jericho was carrying 2 belts. He bought that out. He's like, I thought we were all wrestling fans here and understood what we're doing here.
Yeah, he just wanted 2 belts. But yeah, man.
Cool. Why wear 1 belt when I can have 2 belts and stunt? And
but like
just because he's a face doesn't mean he's still a flashy dude. Like it's in his character to do that.
Yeah, but the show was really dope. Shout out to AEW putting on a really good show in Columbia. Please come back. Well, they will. I imagine they'll come back. But yeah, the show was dope. So moving on to AEW adjacent things. SuperKhan of Honor, which was my WrestleMania. ROH died. March? Was that March when they died?
When they no. Oh, I mean
they released everyone.
When they released everybody was that was before that. They basically were like everyone who wants out is released from their contracts. That was back in like I want to say November because they had in December. It might have been in October actually.
You're right. It
was in October because in November Jay Lethal debuted at Full Gear.
Yeah, you're right. So in September of last year, ROH sort of died or stopped running.
They made it formal in October.
Yes, right after signing people like the week before, like dead serious. Like I think Trisha Dora got signed
for the
like the week before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that version of Ring of Honor died. Tony Khan bought it. We talked about it. Tony Khan buying Ring of Honor, and they put on SuperKhan of Honor. And shout out to Tony Khan, the card was not booked at all 2 weeks ago. Like apparently, because I saw an interview where he was talking about it. Like when he bought it, he was like, "So what do you have booked?"
Yeah, they didn't even have a booked card. That's crazy.
They were like, "We have Bandito and Gresham." And he was like, "What else do y'all have?" Alex Zane and Swerve. That is it. We got 2 matches. So he booked. I mean, they had people that were promised to be on the card, such as Ninja Mac and somebody else. Willow, I think, was supposed to be on the card.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were people that were promised to be on the card, but he had to book all that shit. So shout out to him. But we'll run down the card a little bit. Let me bring up the match right here.
We actually did watch a good bit of the pre-show matches too.
I went back and watched it, all of it. So, plus there's some important shit that went down on the pre-match. So so SuperKhan of Honor. It started off with Cole Cabana and Blake Christensen. I like Blake Christensen. I don't care about Cole Cabana, but I like Blake Christensen.
Blake Christian is a creative wrestler, and good for him. He can do lots of moves.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's the Indies, baby.
I mean, cool. And if he wants to remain there, keep doing what you're doing, kid. You got it.
Doesn't seem like he's remaining there because it sounds like he's going to probably be signed on.
I mean, he's going to Ring of Honor, which isn't necessarily not the Indies. If they have a budget,
it's going to be on TV. We're going to be on TV.
But can he sports entertain, Ben? Can he sports entertain?
I don't give a fuck about that. Like my nigga, can you wrestle? Like I don't give a fuck about.
You know who can sports entertain? Daniel Garcia.
He can. I also don't actually working. It is funny. It is amusing. I also don't particularly care. Like I want to see him wrestle. Like I'm here for wrestling, dog. Like all that other stuff is kind of why I stopped watching WWE. Not so much the Jericho stuff, but like the Crash TV shit that like 2 weeks ago when Sammy was talking about coming on the belt. I was like, yeah, this ain't for me.
I don't know why y'all niggas immediately went to he jizzed on the belt. He's saying while wearing the belt.
Okay, excuse me. Well, as soon as he said,
y'all went to a very weird place. Maybe y'all had some
to the page.
That's
WWE.
Exactly what I'm saying. That's some WWE PTSD. Y'all went back to Paige and Brad, whatever.
Brad Maddox.
I was about to say Brad Dorff. I'm like, but that's not Chucky. Paige did not fuck Chucky.
And Lember's reaction was a good payoff to that line. Watching him be fucked out. He just got such a punchable face. He's so fucking annoying.
Right.
It's just the shit works with him wearing the belts and acting like he's fucking over and shit. So
yeah. I mean, it's whatever. We got AQA versus Miranda, who both of these people
Miranda Alizé.
Yeah. They just say Miranda.
AQA needs to stay at she needs to stay in Ring of Honor. She was doing good stuff over there. I think AQA would be better served in Ring of Honor. I think they would benefit from sending over somebody like Ruby Soho, who they don't have a main AEW program for right now.
Right.
So it seems. Oh, go ahead. Yeah. It seems like she's gonna be in the Owen, but we'll see.
You know what? She probably will be, and they've been hinting at what looks like to be a partnership between her and Anna Jay. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah. So but yeah, AQA Miranda, it was a dope match. I think AQA and Miranda Alizé will both be in ROH because they need women for that shit. And AQA does a wild shooting star press that looks really good. So
does.
And then we got so Cheeseburger and Old Boy are called the Shinobi Shadow Squad. Wow, that's funny.
Yeah, that's what they're called. Oh, Eli Isom. Yeah, Eli Isom.
Yeah, that's incredibly corny.
He's a very Ring of Honor guy.
Didn't he win the TV title at one
time? No, I don't believe he did.
All right, cool. So Tully Blanchard.
He beat someone that he couldn't beat for a long time at Final Battle, but
that's what he did.
Yeah,
and then he got carried out by.
He got taken out by Control Your Narrative, I think.
And then Tony just. Tony was like, "Hey, I don't give a fuck about none of that."
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, the MAG Americans are gonna come back, bro.
Hey, man, I don't understand who
they gotta compete with that.
Bobby has told us who is funding. Control Your Narrative.
Bro,
I don't understand.
Bro, they gotta compete with that hot Honor No More invasion angle that Impact is running right now.
Anyway, moving on. Fucking Impact.
It's the biggest thing in wrestling, baby.
Dude. So this introduced the first members of TBE, Tully Blanchard Enterprises. For those who don't know, Tully got fired by
FTR.
FTR on Dynamite.
Fuck out.
I didn't know what they were about to say. What?
No, I was just saying they basically just told him to get the fuck out.
Yeah. So they had to find something for Tully to do, and this is good. So they gave Tully two people that have been on Dark a lot and have been really impressive in Khan, formerly of Shane Taylor Promotions, and Toa
Leona, I was wondering, like, yo, when I seen him on Dark, I was like, that dude is it. Once he puts it together in the ring, you got to get that dude a contract for something. I think Ring of Honor is a great place to have him because Ring of Honor generally doesn't usually, you don't associate body guys with Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting that he's already got, there's already 3 in Tully's group right now.
Yeah. And then Khan, who was or is part of Shane Taylor Promotions. Also,
you'll probably still do indie dates with him.
Not to belabor a point, but maybe don't go into Twitter Spaces called "Fuck the Young Bucks" if you want a job with All Elite Wrestling. I would just.
Well, who's to say certain people? Who's to say certain people in the industry wanted those jobs, Ben? They have principles they stand upon. Them
specific people said they wanted these jobs.
Well.
Yeah, I'm not naming no names. I'm just.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Apparently there was that space. There was a couple spaces around the time Ring of Honor got bought that people went and wanted to show their ass for these fans, and audio got recorded.
When the company was bought, and you knew Tony Khan was booking the card, it probably behooves you to not talk stupid on Twitter because Tony Khan be on Twitter, and I'm 100% sure he vanity searches himself.
Absolutely.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? He probably got a burner and goes into spaces and just kicks back and chills.
Kick back and chill. Like, oh, y'all talking wild reckless about it. I guess y'all niggas don't want no jobs. Like, it's like, but there's also a large group of people who people think Tony Khan is like this wild racist, which is
yes, because you know how dare two black men main event on national TV in front of a basically in front of a hot crowd in a full. Oh, now I can't say full arena because they didn't buy the entire arena. I mean, I've definitely been. I've been to WWE. Yeah, they don't do it here either. But you know, whatever. That's neither here nor there. Let's not even get into the trial.
That was an aside. I'll just say.
Yeah, that's just.
So he
for those. You know what? No. We're gonna double back on that because a lot of you niggas who have opinions on the internet, like you niggas don't pay money. You're not paying.
I don't pay for shit.
You don't pay. Thank you, Bobby. I want to say it nicer, but. Thank you. Y'all broke ass bootlegging pirating ass niggas don't pay for nothing. You don't know what an arena looks like. You don't know how renting one works out. You don't go to nowhere. You don't buy nothing. I'm not better than you because I went to a live event. I'm better than you because I went to a live event and bought merch and bought concessions. Because I supported, I showed the company that I claim to care about, or I showed, the company that I claim to care about is doing this thing I claim to care about, which is pro wrestling. I put my money where my mouth is.
Not to go too like I said, I don't want to go too deep into this, but I will say
this niggas be wilding. And by niggas, I mean humanoids in general.
There's a large contingency of people who have decided that the best way to what's the word I'm looking for? Farm for interaction on Twitter is to be like wildly anti-AEW.
Or wildly anti-WWE. Like
wildly anti-WWE.
Just far extremes of stupidity that people come with.
Yeah.
Like some of the,
and
we'll talk about it on the Cody takes later. You good, bro?
But I just want to make a general point.
Yeah.
I just want to make a general point. None of these people pay y'all. So calm down. Like it's just wrestling. Niggas is fake fighting. It's not that serious. Also,
at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah. And also, like, one incident with a black person does not make you then racist.
Let me see a pattern of behavior for something like, I don't know, 3 to 4 decades. Then we'll start talking about racism.
There is not a pattern of behavior for one of these companies of racism. There is a pattern of behavior from the other one. But I'll just let y'all figure out which ones I'm talking about. Anyway, so moving on.
Look, one thing, though. I'll be the first to admit, I think New Japan needs to step it up in their diversity and representation because I am tired.
Where the black people in New Japan?
No. We need niggas.
Where are the niggas in Dragon Gate? Ever since Apollo Crews left, AR Fox.
I was about to say there was a bunch of niggas in Dragon Gate at one time.
Yeah, Ricochet.
Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead, Bob.
I was just saying, even with the Tony Khan shit, he just had a moment where his emotions got the best of him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Two of the famous got a little too busy.
Yeah,
and rightfully so.
He had a good hit of that coke, and he didn't hear the whole interview.
Exactly.
He didn't listen to that interview at all. I guarantee you.
He saw the headlines and he was riding. He was riding the white horse.
Yeah, when he sent that tweet, he was like, "That is not the discussion we had.
Why
would you say this?
Right.
Why would you say this? Right. I am going to let this tweet go, and he should not have let that go. But regardless, it was the tweet was stupid, and apparently Tony Khan believes it was stupid too. So, or he wouldn't have been able to hire Swerve, who calls her his sister. So, like, if he was really this like wild racist person.
Well, Ben, you got the answer. We all got the answer. The same people that were tweeting and taking pictures with each other and other people over Mania weekend at Wale Mania particularly, are the same people that were saying Leo folded like laundry, saying that certain
Leo?
People he got that rap deal, bro.
I'm shocked he wasn't in Wale Mania. I ain't seen Leo say anything since he left AEW.
Nah.
But anyway,
Leo been out here focusing on doing Leo things, bro. I ain't mad at that man. But yeah, it's just wild to me how, how many people were, when people got to the point, like Sean Dean had to address, have your opinions. Like, I think Sean Dean handled that with a lot more class to me because people legitimately called this man a coon in his mentions. And Sean Dean was like,
yes, they did.
Like, basically not making any threats, but like, we gonna see each other. I'm still working indie dates.
He also is.
I'm the guy that books extras to do. Like, I get you.
He's also kind of how you get.
I get you an audition. Like, I don't think he's a vindictive. He said he's not gonna be vindictive about it, but at the same time,
he's better than me.
I'm not about to run.
He's better than me.
I'm not about to run to. Yeah, I'm not about to run to get you on TV now. I ain't mad.
You call me a coon, and then you send me an email talking about, can you come on Dark? the fuck you need to come on dark for?
Right.
And then, like he said, people approach him mad casual too, just be like, "Yo, you coming to my city? What's up, nigga? What? Who are you?
Like, what you mean? What's up,
nigga? Can you send me a match to look at? Can you?
Nah. I just need to be on dark.
You got some headshots, some 2x4s.
But anyway,
not
yeah,
2x4s.
so we get the first two members
4x7s or whatever the pictures is called. 4x8s, 8x4s, 8x10s, 8x10s.
Yeah, we
trying to get us back on track, Jones.
Yeah, man. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, bro. My bad, y'all.
But yeah, so we get the first two members, Khan and Tolio. They are called the Gates of Agony, which I enjoy that name.
I enjoy ridiculous wrestling names like Authors of Pain.
Yes.
Immediately, I was like, yes, why not?
It's a stupid name, but it's cool.
Hey, it works.
Yes, it does. Them niggas are huge, and so it should be fun.
They will bring you agony.
Yes. So the first match. Oh wait, this match wasn't on the main card either. I'm sorry. Joe Hendry versus
really good work by both fellas there.
Yeah, it was a cool match.
They've been had good chemistry, both as a tag team and as rivals. I didn't think Hill Dalton Castle would really be something I could actively like. He's so entertaining. I didn't think I could actively like be in the middle of a match and be like, he deserves to get his ass kicked. But he's done a really good job just being a weird cult leader, making grown ass men dressed like chickens and follow him around.
I think they're supposed to be peacocks.
Nope, they're his chickadees. Well, they're his what does he use the word? His chicks. They're his chicks. They're his baby chicks.
Oh, that's
maybe they're baby peacocks. His boys have now become baby chicks. It's weird. But Dalton Castle made it work because Dalton Castle. Too bad about that back injury.
Yeah,
kind of slowed down his ring work, but he makes up for it with character, very, very much so. Joe Hendry, the guy I've always liked since I discovered him on what was it? Defiant? Yeah, Defiant. Yeah.
Defiant, yeah. So the first card on the main the first match on the main card, Alex Zane versus Swerve. This was a really dope match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was a really dope match. They both did a lot of really cool shit.
Yes. Great chemistry between those two.
Yeah, Swerve is one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Nigga, Swerve.
Can he have a bad match? I don't think I've ever seen a bad Swerve match.
I've seen okay Swerve matches, and those were mainly like cut down in WWE. Yeah, I'm about to say NXT and 205 Live, where it was like y'all got you and Tony Nese have 5 minutes. Go do stuff.
It still work.
Yeah, and somehow they always did though.
To be honest, I don't remember many matches he had in NXT.
I love the rivalry he had with Escobar. And
I like the Leon Ruff one.
Yeah, the Leon Ruff stuff. They had really good matches, him and Leon Ruff.
But outside of that, I don't remember much. Plus, he didn't wrestle the last year he was there. Like he won the United States title and then
he just held it.
North American title.
When he won the North American title, he didn't really defend it. Then they called him up to they called him up to SmackDown, and he lost it in a Money in the Bank manner to Mello, who don't miss that boy's money. But
he did not lose it to Mello. He lost it.
He lost it to Gargano.
He lost it to who did Mello win it from?
Did Mello win it from Gargano?
I think Mello won it from Garnett. I do not think Swerve lost it to Carmelo.
Wait, Swerve lost it to Jonah.
No, right? I don't think. Swerve beat Jonah.
Okay, Swerve
beat Jonah.
I'm usually better at keeping track of championship titles, but you know what? Once it became 2.0, I gave it a solid 2 months of consistent watching. Then I just popped my head in if there was a match on the card that
he did beat us. No, cash in contract. Oh yeah, he did beat Swerve. Okay, you're right.
Okay, I'm about to say
right.
Oh, crazy.
I just don't remember that match, and I don't know why I wouldn't because they're both.
It wasn't so much really a match. It was like Money in the Bank.
Okay. Bobby had to step away for a second. Damn, I didn't remember that. Wow. Trash. But yeah.
Damn.
Trash. Yeah, but Swerve was great in this match. Alex Zane is really good. He is somebody that I totally forgot was in the WWE at any time. He was there, he got fired same time as Blake Christian. Same time as Swerve, I think. What was his name in WWE?
Who?
Zane.
It was oh my god. It was I forgot it. I used to know it.
Because like I legitimately
he only popped he was mainly on 205 Live and he only had one match on NXT and that was against Cameron Grimes.
Ari Sterling? Was he Ari Sterling?
Was it Ari Sterling? That might be it. That sounds right. No wait, was Ari Sterling? I think Ari Sterling is the dude that used to be Ty's tag partner.
Nah, nigga, it's got Ari Sterling as his name.
Okay.
Oh yeah, under the name Ari Sterling. Yeah, that's lame. That's a lame name. But really dope match. I look forward to seeing Alex Zane in Ring of Honor if he's going to be there for a while. He's really talented guy. Swerve is going to be winning stuff on AEW. Like I don't think he's going to be down in ROH as like this permanent place.
I mean, I think it's dope to have guys cross over and do stuff. Like, I think it'd be really dope if it's like, all right, if you're not on Dynamite this week, you're gonna go and do stuff at Ring of Honor. So that'll solve kind of the Jay Lethal problem. Because Ty and I was talking last night. He felt some type of way about the way Jay Lethal was being booked and used, and I was like, he's only lost on TV to a pillar, basically the fifth pillar in Ricky, Adam Cole, who's a main eventer there, and the other. Who was Moxley, who's a former champion?
Yeah,
he's beating
also
that
losing
on Dark and on Elevation. Yeah,
plus that losing was meant to turn him heel.
Yeah,
it was meant to turn him heel. So, that was a heel turn that I saw coming, and I was right.
Yep. He sold it really well. You didn't watch Dynamite back, but when you go back and see like when he was turned away from us on camera, you see like. He did a good job of like non-verbally showing his frustration, but being like, I still got to be the good Ring of Honor dude and shake Moxie's hand. And there's a moment where he hesitates where he kind of like, I'm kicking him in the dick. Like old Lethal, the Lethal that faced off with old House of Truth Lethal would have just kicked Moxley right in the dick or low blowed him as he stood on top of the turnbuckle. Yeah. Even when he walked out of the ring, he kind of stopped and looked back like he was going to go back in, but he just and then walked.
Kick him in the dick.
So when he finally kicked somebody in the dick, perfectly timed.
Yeah. So yeah, that was dope. The next one was Ninja Mac versus the main member of Tully Blanchard Enterprises, Brian Cage. Ninja Mac got squashed. I really like Ninja Mac. It's so sad he got squashed here, but I mean I understand why he got squashed. Hey man, give Brian Cage something to do with a manager because
he needs someone to talk.
He needs a manager. Yeah.
I mean, look, the thing with Cage, some people felt a lot of people feel Cage is again a guy that was underutilized by Tony Khan. I get where these people are coming from. I enjoy Cage as much as the next guy. I think Cage, he wants to be something that he got the opportunity to prove that he could be, but could not. He's yet to pull that off for me, basically. He was barely a face against Matanza and Lucha Underground. He got his opportunity to work face opposite my dude, the Draw, the Death Machine, Sammy Callahan in Impact when they were feuding over the World Championship, and Callahan literally like broke into your house, threatened your wife and daughter, and even with that going on, the crowd was kind of not necessarily super hot behind him when they faced off against each other. They had great matches in ring with each other. But there wasn't like that. Like I'll put it this way: in 2009, we wanted to see Triple H murder Randy Orton.
Well, Randy Orton was very good at.
Yeah, he's very good at being bad. Sammy Callahan's a great heel. But like when Cage got in that ring with him after threatening his wife, I was just like, I know these two are gonna have a banger match because I've seen them work together before on the Indies and stuff like that. But like the story still didn't. Cage didn't like seem like that baby face for that story to me. He got a chance to work babyface against Team Taz, particularly against Ricky. And it's just
Ricky
like
kind of destroyed him.
Yeah, they should on the mic, on Twitter, they should not have put him, they should not have booked that match for Texas, by the way. I just got blown to Ricky Starks through NWA. I don't know his like back catalog like that. I just knew that he's from New Orleans and that he worked the Texas area a lot. It's like, bruh, you don't put a dude like Cage who already is not getting the biggest face response in his promos, and even when he's doing things like interrupting Ricky's celebration for the FTW championship, and he's getting kind of a mild response from the crowd, even though he's doing cool things like tossing huge ass dudes and doing moonsaults. Like the dude's great in ring, bell to bell. Guys got it. There's that other element, and he said in the interview he doesn't want to just be a meathead heel. He doesn't want to keep being booked as the bully heel. He wants to show his range as a person and as a performer. And Tony gave you the opportunity. He literally gave you the numbers. There was the numbers against you. You got Taz talking his trash. You got Ricky talking his trash. You got those guys trying to tear you down on the mic week after week. Your best response was that, I'm going to kick your ass. It's like, okay, but that joke Ricky did was really funny.
Yeah.
All faces don't have to be funny. Like Goldberg wasn't funny, but like when Jericho was making really hilarious Goldberg jokes, we knew that when Goldberg got his hands on him, he was going to kill him, and we wanted to see it happen. It's just, I don't know. Cage as a face has never worked for me.
No, it doesn't work. Yeah, him as a face just doesn't work for me.
And the dude can sell, like it's just, I don't know. It's something missing for him to be a real baby face for me.
He's just not a good baby face.
It doesn't work.
It is what it is. But yeah. Seeing him in Ring of Honor, I'm interested to see what this.
Yeah, I think that's
this eventually looks like.
I think that's the best.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do agree.
It's more work rate focused. It's less. Yeah, not less storytelling, because Ring of Honor has told some incredible stories over the years. But at the end of the day, those stories. And not to say that AEW doesn't use stories to further, the match is the payoff to the story, but Ring of Honor, you can do what these fucking spreadsheet Twitter niggas want, and that's just matches and star ratings, and that's all they need out of that. And Cage can give you your star ratings. Yeah, like I don't watch Ring of Honor necessarily for angles. I watch Ring of Honor to see great bell to bell action. Stories can spring out of that bell to bell action, but generally. Ring of Honor is more like, hey, you want to watch Roderick Strong and Okada kick the shit out of each other since Okada's in town? There you go.
Yeah. So next thing we got was Lethal versus Moriarty. This was the
Jay
Lethal heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
Moriarty had, Moriarty basically had a match won, and then Lethal cheated, and it turned him heel.
I love how Lee expressed more of his personality during this match too. I like how he was in his bag during this match, man. He did great character work. He was very, very cocky, very, very man, I'm trying to think of someone to compare it to, but I really can't. But like the way he did all of his stuff, he never crossed the line of being a heel, but he was in his match very confident. Like, but he came in there knowing I've studied this guy. I modeled some of myself after this guy. I know what he's going to do. I know when he's going to do it. The tape on him has been out here for years. He don't got it on me though. And a lot of the match, you can see that where Lethal got increasingly frustrated throughout the match because Lee Moriarty had an answer for almost everything Lethal had in his tool bag. So like it was just a perfect, like for me, the storytelling with Jay Lethal between AEW and Ring of Honor just has been really good because it's like Jay Lethal has been eating the losses to guys that's like, okay, you know what? I don't know Ricky like that. Cool, He had me scouted. He was ready for the lethal injection. He had a counter planned ahead. Got to get that young boy's props. Hey, even though you had to cheat to beat me, I can't say I've never done it. All right, Adam Cole, me and you got a history. We beating each other. You got me, but you had to cheat to beat me. Moxley, you were just a better man that night. You were the kind of guys but this dude should be my young boy.
Yeah.
And that was a breaking point for him. He's like, now I let a young boy get me. Something got to give.
Yeah. So it was a dope match. It was a really dope match. I like it leading to the heel turn, and later on, it setting up what sort of seems like who is going to be in the main event scene in currently with Lee.
That was a nice image there.
Yeah, Lee, Joe, and Gresham, and Jay all being in the ring at the end. The next match, and we'll get to that at the end. Excuse me. Damn.
You all right over there, Kimbo?
That's great audio. That right there, that clear my throat, awesome audio. Next match we got was the interim Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Martinez. Good match. Good match. There was a rough spot at the end with that moonsault that looked like it killed Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah, Mercedes took them knees straight to the sternum, and Willow almost face planted on that. That was
almost murked her. But
everything besides that went off pretty damn good.
Yeah. Everything else went good. Like it was a good match. I understand why Willow didn't win. I would have had a win, but then I realized that she apparently has done a TV taping where she wrestled for the ROH title against
Deonna Purrazzo.
That's in the can.
In the champ challenge.
Yeah, so that's why she had to lose this match. Eventually Purrazzo's going to come over there. I would venture to say she probably keeps that belt. Yeah, I'd venture to say she probably keeps that belt. I don't really know why you would take it off her. I like Mercedes Martinez, but I don't know. It depends. If they're doing weekly television, then she got to come up off that belt.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Even if it's
like
just
if they're doing it weekly. Yeah, if they're doing it weekly, she got to come up off that belt.
But Impact tapes in chunks. But if Impact's going to be using that belt as a part of her storylines, I completely agree with you. Because
like if Impact's going to make that a thing,
this ain't the old management where we just let you do whatever with belts that belong over here.
Yeah,
what are they going to do with the 6-man belts too? Now that the Righteous doesn't quite work,
they're not going to do anything with the 6-man. They're doing 6-man belts on AEW. Like Tony has more or less said that. So I
mean, they have enough teams for it, and also you can bring in your Ring of Honor teams for that.
Yeah. Well, some of them. I don't think all of them. One of them you can't because they don't exist anymore. Because one of them you having a whole nother tag team now. So, I mean, I guess the Righteous, but I think the Righteous are signed to Impact.
We know Vincent is over there, but that doesn't mean necessarily the crew and the two Bateman and the other guy. I forgot the other dude's name. Bateman. I forgot the chick's name. I'm just gonna call them the damn the Rob Zombie people, the Fireflies, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I like the Righteous, by the way, y'all. I enjoyed the Righteous. I like the Righteous, especially Bateman and Vincent. And old girl's fun. She fits. She does her baby doll thing.
Next match, which might have been my match. Well, no, it might have been my match of the weekend. The Briscoes versus FTR.
Briscoes and FTR probably might be match of the weekend. There was some good stuff at Bloodsport. I really enjoyed Suzuki versus Killer Cross. I'm not saying it was match of the weekend, but I really enjoyed it. Man,
I still gotta watch that.
Oh, definitely, bro.
Mike Bailey versus Bandito was really, really good.
That was really good. You know, I'm not big on Mike Bailey, but like that was a really good match.
I'm trying to think. I think Mike Bailey had another really good match too. Mike Bailey had a bunch of good matches this weekend.
Mike Bailey was out hustling this weekend, man.
He had a bunch of matches. This match was excellent. The FTR working heel in this because they're in ROH. It was just a really good match, man. Like if you get a chance, just go back and watch this match. It was too many spots for me to go through, all the way through. But like this was an excellent match, and it sucks that
and we don't do move for move recaps over here anyway like that. It's just like we said. Was it good? Did we enjoy it? Was it a highlight moment we remember? I mean, that there was like the table spot that I don't know if that was if they gigged or if somebody like got busted open hard way when the table bounced back off of the offense. But there was a respectable amount of bleeding in this match.
Yeah, there was blood in this match. That suplex off the apron. There was a lot. There was a lot going on. It was an excellent match.
It lived up to the hype, man. People have been waiting for that match for years. Since at least 2017.
And then you got the Young Bucks. You got the Young Bucks popping in at the end, setting up
doing Young Bucks things.
Yep, the FTR Young Bucks match is going to be Wednesday for both the AAA and the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, we know AAA isn't shy about putting their belts on outside teams and letting people just do whatever with them. But
AAA that really makes belts.
Yeah, that really makes it very believable that the belt can change hands.
Yeah, but Triple A don't care. They it's like we gonna just put our belts on every goddamn body.
Yeah.
Do you want to work a date for us? Oh, well, you can now be our world.
Will you show up? Will you show up for the Triple Mania events? You are now the Mega Champion.
Because I think Kenny only wrestled at Triple Manias, and he was a champion for a while.
That high key was not his call though. Apparently,
no, they were going to put it on Andrade, and then it didn't happen for some.
Yeah, they changed
Triple A didn't want it to happen.
Yeah, Triple A very much like, no, we want to keep the belt on Kenny. Like, okay. Tony was like, I mean, the story I was going to tell was that Kenny's losing belts and he's trying to undermine Hangman's confidence, but his own is okay. Well, I guess Kenny will just keep that then. All right.
Yeah. So it happens. But yeah. Excellent match. Go back and watch it. And then on Wednesday, hopefully we have a match that's on par with this. And hopefully the Briscoes show up. I doubt it because Warner doesn't like them apparently. But
I mean, that's dirt sheet chatter. I don't know.
Apparently, I mean that's not dirt sheet chatter. Apparently, that is like 100% of the thing. Warner
from who?
Executive at Warner, who apparently has some sway, doesn't want them.
Sounds good. Sounds plausible. All I'm saying is make a release from that person because this is wrestling. And
I mean, that's not how that works.
Like, exactly. But like,
no, he ain't gonna come out and say like, "Now fuck them."
I mean, what does he have to lose? He's a Warner executive.
Well, that's not how that works.
I get it, but like, we don't want to work with these people because of homophobia. What in the year 2022? Who's going to be like, I, sir, say those men have the right to hate the queers or the gays, or whatever the proper term for the community is. No offense intended.
15 years ago when they made this comment,
it is. But hey, again, they're on the right side of history in this argument, so like, no one's going to be like, that Warner guy should be removed for discriminating against these guys for discriminatory statements.
I think he should be removed. I don't know. I'm being stupid.
This guy should be removed.
He should be removed. Yeah, man. But shout out to this really good match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So moving on. I just wanted to see if So moving on. We ain't got no viewers currently.
Was it Rhett Titus versus? Hey man.
Yes, Rhett Titus versus.
We do the work and we let it do what it do later. Rhett Titus versus Suzuki. Yeah,
Suzuki won.
As he should have. I didn't think he was going to because of the whole Suzuki. He's mainly working Japan, but But Suzuki also does what Suzuki wants to.
Yeah, so Suzuki won after having a match like 2 hours before. Speaking of someone doing that, apparently Ninja Mac left there and was at Gringo Loco?
Yeah, the world on Lucha Libre.
Yeah, the world on Lucha Libre, like before the pay-per-view ended, he had a match.
Yeah. Suzuki left and did another match after he won that damn belt. He went over to Impact, I think. Did he go to Impact? He went somewhere and had a match.
He didn't have a match in Impact. Ishii had a match in Impact.
Yeah, Ishii had a match in Impact. I thought Suzuki was on that card too. Suzuki was somewhere, somebody's card, having another match.
Speaking of Impact, I'm not going to go through that card, but Impact, why are your cameras so cheap and your microphone's not working?
Sir, we're here to uplift wrestling. We're not here to talk in a derogatory manner about any singular promotion.
I just want y'all to spend money on production value.
I mean, they had a production team and then they didn't want to pay them their contracts, so AEW made them their production team. Yeah, that's a thing that happened. Tony Khan once again screwed over Impact. He stole their production.
Or you could pay for, you know what? Moving on. Next match. It will be cool though to see who eventually takes this belt off Suzuki, because you kind of make them.
Yeah, they're gonna build somebody. They're gonna build a young guy up to do it. Yeah. I can see it being Josh Woods. I can see Josh Woods taking it off Suzuki.
Shit, I can see it being Lee Moriarty. Although I think he's gonna be in the title picture. Just the way they position him, I think he'll be in the main event picture, but we'll see. Next, we got Josh Woods versus Wheeler Yuta for the Pure Josh Championship.
Really good
we
match.
are not going to go through all the Pure rules because they're kind of stupid, but it was a dope match.
Man.
I enjoy Pure matches.
It's a staple.
I'm just saying the rule set kind of dumb.
Hey man, it has 12 less rules than Terminus.
It's
so
very contrived.
Easier to follow.
A few less rules than Terminus. Because most of Terminus' rules are pure rules.
Plus 12.
Yeah, it's very contrived, but it's pro wrestling. I mean, I enjoyed it. Wheeler Yuta wins in the end. I kind of wish this match had gone a little longer, but it was
with the seatbelt. I do like when they don't do pure matches that go overly long, because based on the style, it's more technical, grappling based, and you should be able to get a pin quickly in that type of situation.
I think that Josh Woods, Jonathan Gresham won, if I remember right.
Josh Wood, the Woods Gresham will win a long time.
Yeah, but it was a good match though. Because I think that one went to a time limit draw, and then it went to a draw.
Yeah, it went to a time limit draw.
Then
they did overtime.
Yeah, they did overtime, and then Josh Woods hit that real dangerous looking slam he be doing.
I love that slam. It looks like
wild dangerous.
Yeah, but like he has no one's gotten hurt by it.
No, I'm not saying it's dangerous. It looks dangerous. Next match we had the main event. Jonathan Gresham versus Bandito. I will say this about this match: there was absolutely no reason for Chavo to be here.
To do Chavo things.
I know why Chavo was there, but Bandito and Chavo apparently have no relationship at all. I don't think Bandito has ever interacted with a Guerrero before this in any way. I know why Chavo was there.
Chavo was there to represent Lucha Libre.
Chavo was there because he was wanted on the internet when he wasn't actually ever signed to AEW. But that's either here nor there. Yeah. Match was very good though. Match was very, very good. Jonathan Gresham won, of course. Chavo might have been there to kind of protect Bandito a little bit. Because you keep him clean, I guess. Because I think he'll eventually.
You wanted some heel. I guess you wanted some heel heat in that match, and Bandito didn't have to do anything heelish himself.
Yeah, and plus I think Bandito ends up in ROH or AEW.
I think he has some kind
of research. I think he has some sort of
there's some visa things since when they released everybody. But I think, look, man, Tony's a billionaire. He can get that cleaned up as quickly as he wishes to.
Yeah, but I would like to see Bandito in AEW or Impact, just because he's really good. He's really good at the wrestling.
Yeah, I like Bandito. He's fun.
Yeah, Gresham. He is very good. I look forward to seeing what he does in ROH. He seems to really just want to be in ROH. Like listening to him in the press conference after that, and the way he talks about it, I don't think he really even wants to go. I think he'll end up defending that title on AEW every now and again, on like a Rampage or some shit. But I think his mainstay will be ROH. So we'll see how that goes. After that, you have Jay Lethal come into the ring, challenge Gresham, and then attack him. Sanjay Dutt comes in the ring, attacks him. Lee Moriarty comes down, tries to get a save, sort of gets beat up. Then you get Samoa Joe comes out in ring gear, knee braces and all, and comes down and chokes the fuck out of Sanjay Dutt. So
as you do,
yeah,
as one does,
yeah. It looks like we're like, and then the final picture is Lee Moriarty, Jonathan Gresham, and Samoa Joe all in the ring together. What past, this looks like
past, present, future.
Yep, past, present.
Not to mention Lethal was in there.
Yes, not to mention Lethal and Sanjay Dutt, which is funny because
look at all that diversity and representation. A ring full of black and brown men for the closing angle of your main event scene.
Also, very funny that
sweet racism, Ben. Sweet racism. When
Samoa Joe first showed up on Impact, he choked the fuck out of Sanjay Dutt. Yep. Guess what he did when he first showed up at RH again? Choked the fuck out of Sanjay Dutt. Sanjay Dutt catching fades.
Forever. Just for coming outside. Catching strays just for coming outside, man.
also, as far as what you just said, if Tony Khan was really not racist, this would be a Dynamite angle.
Oh, you're right. That should have been a Dynamite scene.
Yes, this should have been on Dynamite.
I forgot the rules.
Yes. Oh, and then if it was on Dynamite, this should have been on a pay-per-view. And if it was on a pay-per-view, this should have been
the main event.
And if it was a main event,
they should have got longer.
I don't know. Yeah, they should have got longer.
Oh no, you're right. Where are the women?
Yes. Goalposts gotta move, baby. That's how we content farm. Yeah, man. Very good card. My favorite card of the weekend. Go back, watch SuperKhan of Honor. Yeah. So yeah, was very, very dope. Very dope. So moving on. Hopefully they get a TV deal of some sort or end up on HBO Now, Max, whatever that shit called. It's HBO Max. HBO Now is what it used to be. HBO Max. So hopefully we'll see, man. We'll see what the future holds. Yeah, we'll see what the future holds. So we had a bunch of indies that went on this weekend. We've already mentioned some of them. I'll just run down some of my favorite matches.
I'm about to say, let's just do standout matches. There's a lot of events. I can't remember all the names even.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is on WrestleCon. Mike Bailey versus Bandito. Very good match.
Yeah, that was a WrestleCon. The AAA one, I think.
Mia Yim versus Athena was really good.
Oh yeah, that was it.
That was also on WrestleCon.
That was on WrestleCon too. Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, that was on WrestleCon.
We had a couple
Biff Busick versus Moxley.
Yep, Biff Busick versus Moxley. Moxley versus AJ Gray for the GCW World Heavyweight Championship.
Which I was actually surprised AJ Gray didn't win. I was shocked that he didn't win that one, but they had a great match. AJ Gray versus Darius Lockhart was really dope match. Nice clash of styles. Also, I love that finish. The way he I don't want to spoil it if y'all haven't seen it. It's a really nice storytelling the way that match finished up. But those brothers held it down, man. You had the fire that was Hoodfoot and Billy Dixon, brother, over at So in Bloodsport, we had
watch for the culture. You didn't fuck with for the
Bloodsport. We
had why do you hate black wrestling, Ben? Why don't you want to see black wrestling succeed?
Anyway, Biff Busick versus John Moxley, very good. Yoya versus Ninja Mac, very good. Damn, I'm trying to think. I watched a lot of fucking wrestlers.
Yeah, there was a lot that happened, man. Swole had the Impact Women's Championship match challenging Tasha Steelz. That was pretty solid opener for
Swerve versus Myron Reed.
Yeah, Swerve versus I didn't catch that one. I heard it was good. I need to catch that wherever it's at.
Yeah, I gotta find that. I saw it. I saw part of it. I didn't see the whole thing. I don't remember what it was on. Because it wasn't on the MLW show. It wasn't on the MLW show.
There's a lot of indie stuff, man. I'm trying to think of all that. Quite a few bangers. I'm trying to keep track of, man. Who?
Damn. Mike Bailey had a really good weekend.
Yeah,
Bandito had a really
good his money. Oh yeah, Suzuki versus Killer Cross at the Texas.
Japan. Suzuki versus Killer Cross.
Man, someone else had a nice match on that card.
Chris Dixon versus Ishii. I saw that.
That was nice. Jay White. Who did Jay White face at the New Japan joint?
Alex Shelley.
That's it. Or was that at the Impact?
No, that was at Multiverse. Wait. That was at Impact. He wrestled Alex Shelley.
Didn't he wrestle Saban too this weekend?
No, he wrestled Saban at Impact.
At Impact, he wrestled Shelley at the New Japan thing, I think.
Either
way, whatever order those matches were in, both of them he delivered. It's kind of wild. He wrestled both of them dudes in the same weekend, same night, even weekend. It's crazy.
Yes.
Ishii versus who did Ishii have his match with in Impact?
Eddie Edwards.
Eddie Edwards, that was it. That was all right. Eddie Edwards is still doing this Tommy Dreamer cosplay. If this was Die Hard Eddie Edwards or American Wolves Eddie Edwards, that match would have been way better. But it's hard to have a bad match with Tomohiro Ishii. If you do, it's your fault. It's entirely your fault. You did this. You deserve nothing.
Yes. Damn, there was a lot of wrestling.
There was so much wrestling this weekend, man. There was all the wrestling this weekend.
Thunder Rosa versus Trish Dora at Mission Pro.
Crap, that did happen. I missed the Mission Pro one.
I saw that match.
That's one of the matches I missed. I missed that one, man. I heard that one was dope.
Damn, I can't think of anything else. It was a lot. I should have took a list. Yeah. It was a very good.
Weekend,
hopefully, WrestleMania comes to Atlanta Atlanta or Charlotte. And we can go down to a WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, get on the Fight TV app, check out the various indie companies that have on there. Tap in, pay. It don't cost a lot. Just tap in on those joints and check them out. You're spoiled for choice as far as just content from this WrestleMania weekend of some very good matches that happen. I even enjoyed the WrestleKhan joint with the Dirty Dishes match with Taya Valkyrie and
that was the same. That was the same card that the rest of them did. Athena match was on and.
I think they had some matches even at the Majors Brothers event, the Major Figures, the Matt Cardona joint. I think that was more than just a podcast that night, but at that point I was already watching the whole Nether event, so can't speak.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
We haven't even touched Stand and Deliver or Mania Night 1 yet, but I guess speaking of which,
we'll talk about Stand and Deliver. I guess.
I watched Mania. I'll do a quick recap on that. I'm gonna watch night 2 tonight too. Go ahead and do Stand and Deliver.
So Stand and Deliver, I saw
to watch Mania this year.
Well, it's not so much refusing. I just don't have any interest in it. Like, unlike a lot of people on the internet, when I don't have an interest in something, I don't sit and complain about it on the internet. I just don't watch it.
I respect that energy.
Like, I'm a father of 2 toddlers.
You have
I got a whole job. Yeah, like right. I can do other things. Like, I don't have to watch wrestling. I don't.
No one should actually. That's a weird way.
Yes, that's my biggest thing with all the people. Like some of the complaints from people who constantly watch WWE or constantly watch AEW and just do it to complain. You don't have to. There's enough wrestling. If you are a wrestling fan, there's enough wrestling on right now. Like you don't have to watch anything you don't want to watch. There is GCW. There is Impact. There is AEW. There's WWE. There is Noah. There's Tokyo
MLW, Warrior Wrestling, 0-1, I think is still around.
There's
Dragon's Gate is still around.
Dragon's Gate, we even though I haven't watched Dragon Gate. No.
WXW exists. NXT UK, Progress, Rev Pro,
Defy, Rev Pro.
There's literally a world of wrestling you could just go watch.
Yes, you don't have to watch things you don't want to watch.
No one is putting a gun in your mouth and making you do so.
In fact, I would suggest you do not watch things you don't want to watch. Do not waste your time on things you don't watch.
I can barely watch the stuff I want to watch.
Nigga, I still ain't watching Moon Knight. I just watched Halo. Right. Speaking of Halo, hey guys, when you make a video game, cartoon, TV show, one of the tenets of the character, you probably shouldn't change. Master Chief should not have his helmet off for 95% of the show, but that's neither here nor there.
Hey, we paid this actor. We paid this actor. We're going to see his face. Damn it!
And that is the problem. Anyway,
it's Judge Dredd all over again. The Stallone version. Literally, yeah. I explained it to Stacey that way. I was like, a lot of local fans are very angry about that.
It's not as bad. It's just like, yeah, but Master Chief ain't supposed to take his helmet. So. But it's
I only played multiplayer in Halo games. I never got into the story. I know the broad strokes. So for me, I'm just watching it and judging it as a sci-fi show. And it's okay. I mean, the CGI looks way better in some places than I thought it would. And in some places, it's like, ooh. Yeah, I can tell you just kind of copy and pasted that Elite. But all right. Also, are we going to see any other members of the Covenant besides the religious ones and the Elite? Or we're not going to get any grunts? We're not going to get any grunts. Anyway.
Oh, we ain't got no grunts yet. They're funny. You should bring the grunts in as like comedic relief. They're funny. They're legitimately funny.
Right.
What are
you gonna do?
Yeah.
Stand and deliver.
Yeah, stand and deliver. So I watched most of this. I watched the whole thing.
I missed it because I was out yesterday. So
yeah, I watched the whole thing. I've been off since Wednesday. I was not out yesterday. I was chilling in the crib. And it was on in the middle of the day. So yeah, man. So NXT 2.0 is a very interesting spot because I see what they're trying to do. Even though I don't like that it changed, I understood why NXT had to change from black to this. I think Tony Khan said it. He made a really good point, and I think people missed it. I think people were focusing on him saying he didn't have a problem with NXT 2.0, but ignoring the context of what he said. You cannot have a developmental or a secondary brand that's goal is to get people ready for the main brand if the vision of that secondary brand is not the same as your main brand.
Yeah.
So while Triple H was building something that I enjoyed, speaking of which, we got to talk about Triple H. We'll talk about him. I totally forgot about Triple H. We got to talk about Triple H. I totally forgot about it.
I mean, do we?
Yeah. Yes, we do. He's more important than Cody. He's more important than Cody, and we're gonna talk about. Yes, he is.
Is it more important to the land? Is it more important to the landscape of what's happening right now?
Yes, fine, well, yes, he is.
Fine.
We do not have AEW without Black and Gold NXT.
We'll talk both.
Yes.
I don't agree with that point, but all right.
I will make that point, and you will not be able to dispute it because it's how we get here.
I look forward to the challenge, good sir. Let's go.
So what Triple H was building with NXT was not something that the main roster, even though it could have been, but Vince is a stupid old man, so he decided that that's not good enough. So even though we enjoyed NXT, it wasn't in Vince's vision. That being said, NXT 2.0 is in Vince's vision. This is bad. Yeah. This pay-per-view wasn't bad, but NXT 2.0 is supposed to be for younger audience. I think it's like age median is like 60. Like 60-year-olds watch this. Second, and I'm not joking, like you can look it up. Like I didn't make that up. Like the number might be off, it might be 58, but it's old people.
It's over 50. The median viewership is over 60 years old. Secondly, not over 60, over 50 years old.
Yeah. Secondly, the guys that are supposed to be, who are clearly stars, will not be stars on Raw. Like I can see it now. Carmelo Hayes is short and black. Contrary to what you goofy niggas think, like being black is actually a detriment to you in WWE. It is clearly a detriment to you. Black people would never be WWE champion if there weren't two of them. Because no black wrestler besides The Rock has ever been the champion. He's been a champion. He's been that other champion. They make very clear Bobby Lashley was that other champion. Kofi was that other champion. Booker T was that other champion. That is something that like I'm not making disputable. That yeah, like go watch the product. They made very clear you understood that is that other champion. This is the champion. That's the other champion. That's neither here nor there. And Carmelo Hayes is like my height, and that just doesn't. And I think he's excellent. I think he's a star, but I don't see them. He's gonna be Trick Williams' manager. And then that ladder match was pretty good. Grayson Waller, I'm pretty sure broke his arm. That was stupid. Especially because I'm 100% sure how that spot. I saw a clip of that spot.
It looked rough. That was a rough landing.
I'm 100% sure that he was aware that he was going to do that because Carmelo had to get pulled. Like that was the spot. But how did he plan on not breaking his arm? Like every time I see it, I'm like, all right, so I understand you're supposed to miss Carmelo, but how did you plan to not snap your arm in half? Like, but Cameron Grimes won that match, which was all right. Next match was like Tony D'Angelo, which is a stupid character, by the way. Like, it's not. Why is he a monster? I don't know. That's just stupid. And versus Ciampa. Ciampa did a hell of a job carrying Tony D'Angelo to a pretty decent match. And Triple H came out and at the end of the match, and pretty sure this is Ciampa's last match in NXT. It's kind of been time for him to move on for a while. I don't know what they do with him. I think Ciampa can be really good on the main roster, but I don't think they think that. And I'm pretty sure his name's going to get changed because Butch. Next match we had was a tag team match.
I'm not calling that nigga Butch. That's not happening.
No. I refuse to call Walter Gunther or Pete Dunne Butch. The next match was I'm doing this off the top of my head because I'm feeling MSK versus Imperium versus the Creed Brothers for the tag team title. MSK won it back, which is interesting because one of the members of MSK's wife said he abused her, then said he didn't abuse her, all within a couple days. Don't understand what's going on there. Yeah, he's married to Kimberly. Yeah.
I thought they were just dating.
I don't understand. No, they're married. I don't understand what's going on with that. Hey, if someone didn't abuse you, don't say they did, because it's really hard to
walk that back.
Like you can't then the next day be like, oh, I love him so much, because people are gonna be like, well, did he abuse you or not? And then when your response is, well, y'all don't know our business, ma'am, you put your business out there to the public. It's kind of difficult to then walk back that it's whatever. So hopefully he didn't do any of this, but yeah. The next match after that was Walter versus LA Knight. Walter looks ridiculous now, man. They didn't change his music. That nigga done lost weight, so now he just is real tall and skinny looking. He's skinny fat. And he ain't as violent. This ain't why I watch Walter, man. Like, this nigga don't even chop no more. Like, what the fuck is this? And then I saw people like, oh, now he's not injuring his opponents. That's why I was watching him.
He wasn't injuring people.
You had like whelps on your chest. He was fine.
Chops, break blood vessels. That shit Bob Holly trash. And Big Show weren't out here injuring people with their stiff chops. Neither was Benoit. It's just the blood vessel breaks, and it creates the visual that makes everything look more brutal and violent than it actually is. Whatever. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
I'll see Walter when he leaves that poverty franchise and goes to be Walter.
Nigga, they calling him Gunther, man. What the fuck is? Anyway, the next match was the women's title match, which was Io Shirai, Cora Jade. Who else was in this? And Mandy Rose. I forgot the last person that was in it. And Mandy Rose retains. And this is one of my problems with NXT 2.0. What the fuck is Mandy Rose getting from being champion? Why not put it on Cora Jade? Like, I don't understand.
Because Cora Jade is not
what
ready
you're
to
doing.
hold any title.
Mandy Rose is? Mandy Rose sucks. She is legitimately bad. She's been bad. She's not.
I see Mandy Rose put on good performances. I'm not going to jump out there.
I haven't.
Go back.
She is a Bruce Pritchard. Matches. She is a Bruce Pritchard wet dream. Like the whole toxic attraction thing. Even though Gigi Dolan.
I ain't saying she's Io Shirai nothing out here. Speaking of which, where the hell is Io? Did she get injured or something?
She was in this match and didn't win.
Oh,
she was in this match and didn't win. Speaking of Gigi Dolan or Priscilla Kelly, top quality milk.
That is high quality milk. Yes,
high quality. High quality milk. Yeah, and then after that was the Bronson or the what they call that nigga Rex Steiner. What they call him? Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker versus
Rex Steiner. You know what? No. Braun Breaker lost to Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler did not defeat Rex Steiner. Damn it.
Oh, that match was stupid. Like, Dolph Ziggler no-sold a spear. Like, it's just like, what?
Phenomenal.
What?
Hey, man.
What? I don't.
He had to put over Goldberg's spear by no-selling.
Jesus Christ. I guess Carmelo Hayes was going to beat Dolph Ziggler because it looked like in the end he showed up to face him down. And I guess Rex Steiner is going to the main roster.
Who is that for?
Why did you do that?
Who is that for though? Who is that for?
I mean, Carmelo should have been, I guess, main NXT champion because it didn't make any sense for him to go after the North American title.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get it either. Like, why go after the secondary title when the
when you can go after any title?
Got the main title's like right there.
Yeah,
that's a choice though. All right. There's certainly some booking.
And he saw them, and he made the North American title the A title. Like, he kept saying that this is the A title. So
whenever a guy has to do that gimmick, it's because you don't have the A title.
Yes, I know, but
so I never buy into that whole shit that they have.
But he was like he was the better of the two champions. I mean, because he's a better wrestler.
That works when you're directly about to feud with the other champion, like Jay Lethal versus Jay Briscoe. They teased that out for a while, and then within a reasonable amount of time, they had that match. in which the belt was dropped when it should have been. But if like Melo's been hanging around since whenever he won that belt, I'm the A champion. I'm the A champion. I unified this with the if you're the A champion.
Oh yeah, he did.
Why are you even wasting time with Roderick Strong? I don't know. It's just some of the booking around.
That was a very good match.
Oh yeah, I actually did watch that match. The match is really good because you got two guys that are really good at fucking wrestling. But the story
which is why I don't think Carmelo is ever going to be like a main roster star because he's really good at wrestling, and Vince don't care about that.
Well, you think that would be an asset for you?
No. He's short. He's black. He's really good at wrestling.
You're not letting that go.
Am I wrong?
Hey man, Apollo's not that tall, and he's been okay. He was Intercontinental champ.
Okay, so where's Apollo now? Main event?
He was in that Battle Royale. Battle Royale. Yeah, the Battle Royale.
Yeah. Okay, the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. The very important, very prestigious. Only 2 of the 7 winners are still employed to the company.
The armbar. Good old armbar. The star-making vehicle that is the armbar, so. Star-making vehicle.
Star-making. For Madcap Moss, baby. So yeah, Stand and Deliver. I don't understand what NXT 2.0 is overall doing, but it is what it is. You want to do WrestleMania? You want to do Triple H? Or you want to do Cody?
I'll do WrestleMania, and then we'll close out on the whole the
Triple H
Cody stuff. Yeah. All right. So, opening match of Mania. I don't think there were any like pre-show matches. I didn't watch the pre-show shit anyways. Fuck all that.
Probably.
All right. So the WrestleMania night 1 opened up with Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura against the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It really sucks what happened to Boogs. Boogs got injured. His right knee buckled. He has to get surgery and all that. I think somebody mentioned that the usual recovery time for that surgery is around 6 months on average. That sucks that happened to him, especially on such a big night for him. It was first WrestleMania and all that. And Boogs is a fun, entertaining dude. My only issue with Boogs is that he and Pat McAfee by proxy have made Shinsuke Nakamura uncool and unenjoyable for me.
Yes,
because his entrance is now fucking lame city, like 110% dad humor. Jesus, man. It's just not, you know what? I don't have to see that guitar thing and Pat McAfee jizzing all over the announce table when Shinsuke walks out now. So at least there's the silver lining in this horrible situation. I hate that it happened to him. That's not cool, is what it is. Next match on Mania. I'm not going to give that one like a rating. It was a match that happened. They had to work around the injury. They clearly had to cut it short. Nice finish though. I like the finish the Usos pulled out with the hair pull, super kick into the turnbuckle. They hit him with the 1D, which apparently is the thing they're doing now. I quit watching weekly WWE TV. Haven't watched any of it since the Rumble. But apparently that's the thing the Usos do now. I think it's better than the double Us. So they have a cool finisher now. Good for them. Next match, I believe, was Becky Lynch versus Bianca. Really dope entrances by both.
Was that the next match?
I feel like it was.
I've seen that match.
No. The next match was Drew McIntyre versus
Mysterios.
Versus Happy Corbin. Wait, let me double check. WrestleMania 2022 night 1. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna talk about the match I said. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. First man to kick out of the end of days. Might as well be, because he's gonna be the one of the only top baby faces you got to put against Roman. So yeah, cool. Some people didn't like him kicking out of. Some people didn't like him
kicking out of days.
Out the end of days. I thought it's going to happen eventually, and as long as it's not a dude that you have no plans for, that you're not going to consistently book thereafter.
And here's also the thing: like, they don't really care about nobody kicking out the end of the day,
right?
Like that. They don't. It just happened,
right? Just like the Undertaker's streak literally just happened.
Yeah, it just like, oh wait, nobody kicked out.
Stumbled into
it. I guess we'll have Drew do it. Like,
right? Fucking and Drew McIntyre and the sword got to stop. Like,
I don't understand the point of the sword. Like, if you're not gonna kill somebody with it, why are you carrying it around?
And like, I know this is not Lucha Underground. You can't just kill people on TV here.
Yes, you can.
I mean, you should be able to. I mean,
I want him to lop off Madcap Moss's head.
I mean, he threatened to decapitate him again. You can immolate the Fiend on TV, but you can't.
You can set his ass on fire.
You can immolate a human being, but you can't stab a man with a sword on WWE TV because PG. Burning someone alive, very
if you set a man on fire on television.
The Fiend's not a man. He's a spiritual entity, Ben.
Nigga, that is William Rotunda.
No. That is not Wyatt. Wyatt William, whatever. That is the Fiend. William, the Fiend, Wyndham Rotunda. The Fiend is
Wyndham.
The Fiend is a force of nature. There's no human in a costume. It's just the Fiend.
All right, cool.
Hey, we saw him and Bray in the same place at the same time. They're clearly different individuals.
All right.
I'm just saying. So the Mysterios versus the Miz and Logan Paul. Logan Paul acquitted himself quite well in the ring. There was a couple of he was very athletic. I like this ring gear a lot. He came out dressed like a damn Electabuzz, wearing a diamond encrusted one of one Pikachu Pokemon card around his neck, just leaning into his rich douche.
Charmander. I mean, not Charmander. Charizard.
No, it was a Pikachu card. They mentioned it on commentary.
I thought it was Charizard. Oh.
Yeah, he has a Charizard too, but he wore Pikachu last night. Anyway, Rey Mysterio came out wearing those San Diego Chargers colors. Oh, no. He came out wearing his Mexican flag colors, and Dominic came out with the American flag colors in the most horrible ring gear I've seen anybody wear at a WrestleMania. Not named Seth Rollins.
It was an homage to Eddie,
I don't care who it was. I get it. I know. I remember when Los Gringos. Los Gringos. I got what they were going for. He was showing his father respect. I get it. However, nigga, that gear looked terrible.
Nigga, his mullet looks terrible.
Nigga, Art Barr was rolling in his grave.
His mullet looks terrible. Also, why is Logan Paul a better wrestler than Dominic?
Logan Paul hit that the singular pump frog splash. I wasn't mad at it.
One pump.
He
hit the Three Amigos.
It wasn't the sky high. Yeah, he did good heel work. The Miz turned on him after the match. By the way, the Miz and Logan Paul won. This is a match that was fine. It was a mania match about making a mania moment. And you know what? They went out there and they succeeded at making a mania moment. So it is what it is. All right. Now, Bianca versus Becky. The right woman won this time. I'm not giving him a pass for I'm not giving him a pass for the pass. Yeah. I'm not giving them a pass for the pass. They're not getting a pass for the pass. This match actually under-delivered for me. A lot of the chemistry between them was just a little off in this match for me. There were some spots that were very clunky. There was some weird officiating for me. Like, okay, clearly both these women have been outside the ring for a minute and 30 seconds, and you're well beyond the 10 count here. But then at certain moments, you want to be spot on with the 10 count. Just a lot of things didn't come together for me. But at the end of the day, great entrance, memorable finish. So it was fine, and the right woman won. Hopefully, WWE don't play in y'all face again, because I'm never giving them a pass for that bullshit. We'll see where they go with Bianca. Asuka's set to return. Bayley's set to return. We'll see who faces off with her first. Good for great moment for Bianca. Match a little overly long and clunky in the middle. Oh yeah, Seth Rollins versus Shane McMahon, match of the night. Shane O'Mac returned to the pop of the. Okay, you all know what happened for real. Cody comes out. He's Cody from AEW. He's Cody from the Indies. He pops in. The American Nightmare's here. The crowd pops. Now for me, when I was watching it, and we had the volume up way loud, after the initial shock pop of Cody's return, they kind of lost the audience to me on this match for a good solid 5 to 10 minutes of the match. Hot finish segment going into the match. This match for me was, I said earlier in the podcast, 3-star Cody delivered as advertised. Cody's going to give you a good, solid WWE style match. If this match wasn't on Mania, and if there wasn't and I hate to be the person like if this, if that, because those things did happen. So some people are going to some people are going to give this match the Mania boost. And if you want to do that, that's fine. But I had to actually sit and watch the match as it was happening. I had to watch this match a part of just the moments. And for me, the match was fine. The highlight for me was Seth Rollins' ridiculous ring gear and entrance.
Well, Seth Rollins is amazingly.
Seth Rollins is great. The fact that you came back and had a match on this stage with Seth Rollins, who almost always delivers, even with fucking Triple H having to carry him through one of his epics, delivers, and you had a fine match. You had the same match that you've had with QT Marshall with me tonight, with Seth Rollins. Like,
oh God, QT
is a solid hand. QT is a pro.
QT is like
right. Like I said,
freaking Rollins.
It's fine. This match was no better or no worse than his last match with Malachi Black. I'll put it that way. And that match was fine.
Also, Seth's real name is Colby. I was unaware.
Yeah, Kobe Lopez.
Kobe like Martinez or some shit like that.
Kobe Lopez. He took his stepfather's name when his mother remarried last name. So he's not Latino.
I didn't know. No, I didn't.
He is in fact still a white dude from Davenport, Iowa. All right.
I thought his real name was Tyler. Because why would you change your name from Colby to Tyler? But okay.
I mean, Kobe Black doesn't have the same ring. I mean, neither one sounds like a great wrestling name. So whatever. No. Anyway, SmackDown's Women's Championship match. The dud of the night for me. Very clunky. Crowd was just kind of not into this. Lots of just. Bad. I mean, neither one of these women are likable and cheerable. So you put them together in the ring. Yes. And you got what you got.
Who's the babyface? Who's the babyface?
Great question. Charles Robinson, because he took the bump of the night in that match.
I mean, here's the thing. I like Charlotte more than I like Ronda. Ronda is a real life weirdo. I think Charlotte is like just I'm wrestling royalty and I politic. But I don't think she's generally.
I mean, honestly, as she should though. Like as she should. This is a cutthroat business. You got to look up with you.
That's what I mean. Like she is not as aggressively unlikable as Ronda Rousey, who is all around unlikable and sort of black.
Hey, Bobby is back because we about to go into the nitty gritty, so you can jump in. But we about to be done with this WrestleMania stuff. The match for me was a dud. Both of them are too talented to have an outright bad match, but I was bored. Okay.
One of them is too talented to have an outright match.
The main event match. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens. I'm glad y'all got to rub that nostalgia boner. I didn't
watch any of this. Was that an actual match?
It was a match. Kevin Owens said, I didn't really invite you here to watch the Kevin Owens show. I want to kick your ass. Me and you. No soap bar, no excuses. Let's go. And Austin was like, bet. And then they had at first, it was like, when Austin started doing the mud stomp, the mud hole stomp in the corner, I was like, he is doing that at quarter speed to protect those knees. The knee brace kind of got
60.
Loose. I get it. Nigga, Suzuki's almost 60.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
And work the hardest, different style for longer with no break. Like, come on, bro.
That's a whole different thing. Nigga, Suzuki's neck isn't held together by
Sting is literally 62.
Jumping out balconies.
Also,
going full New Jack.
Neck is not held together by.
Yes, it is. He had the same surgery that Edge had with the spinal stenosis. Nah, bro, we're not doing that.
I mean,
all right. Anyway,
Edge is fine.
A weak white man. He's genetic, so. But
Austin looked really good for what they did. They covered everything with smoke and mirrors, bro. It was basically an Attitude Era brawl match. It was the same. Okay. That's what they did. He wasn't out there being stunning Steve Austin and working wrestling counters. This wasn't.
He ain't been stunning Steve Austin since he broke his neck.
Exactly. That's my point. Like this, you got the Stone Cold you remember is the Stone Cold he gave you. I'll put it.
How long did it go? Man,
they actually went a good solid, about to say almost 15 minutes, man.
Oh damn!
I might go back and watch it.
It is back going back to watch just for the nostalgia of it. Then like. The whole segment itself was probably like 30 to 40 minutes because you had the lead in, you had the entrance that Stone Cold had to do his Stone Cold shit. You had them talking before they fought. You had the match. Then you had the post-match beer baths with Stone Cold stunning Owens again.
Then he stunned Byron.
Byron gave the best stunner sale since goddamn since Scott Hall had a grenade explode in his chest. R.I.P. to the GOAT, baby.
Who had a better one, The Rock or Scott Hall? Because Rock used to do a full flip.
Scott took that.
I love Scott's shit because Scott was like Scott acted like a grenade exploded from his chest. Man. Like Stone Cold had put the the fucking inertia from hitting the ground shot backwards into Scott's body. The Rock would do it so cartoonishly that it kind of was like, all right, nigga, damn.
Was Scott sober then? Because that nigga, he stunned him into sobriety. Okay.
Scott was going through, actually, Scott showed up a little off according to the other people that were there. But, yeah.
Well, that nigga got stunned back on the wagon, the way he reacted to this shit.
Stunned back on the wagon. But yeah, I mean,
it was fun. It was fun. That probably, I hate to say it, but like that was probably the match of the night for real because nostalgia points. I mean, it was a moment. Mania is about the big moments.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like I think Kevin Nash always said, if you're competing with Vince or if you're just in the industry with Vince, don't try to. You're not going to outproduce. You're not going to out spectacle WWE.
Mm-hmm. That's a machine.
No.
Yeah. And they put the full machine behind this match. That reverse when Kevin Owens reversed that suplex onto the arena floor on the concrete and the fans. From that moment forward, once Austin took that bump, you can see he was working and testing himself out. Once he took that bump and got up from it, it was time to raise some hell after that, man.
He was like, "Oh, I didn't die."
Yeah, bro, it was for real. It was like when we saw Sting take that first powerbomb for Brian Cage in AEW, and like he got up, and like just leaned over the rope and pointed at Cage like, "I'm gonna see your ass." He was like, "Oh, bet."
So
like you could see it. Oh, go ahead.
No, this ain't no HBK versus Triple A SummerSlam.
Nah, this was nah.
Oh shit, this nigga could go. And next thing you know, it's a fucking.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like how Shawn, in the beginning they did a little chain wrestling, and then they did the first big bump, and Shawn was able to like kip up and be like, "Hey, my back didn't explode."
All right. That is also
it's 96 again. Let's go.
That's not my favorite Triple H match.
That's one of mine. It's in the top 10. Triple H has a catalog of great matches. We're gonna talk about his overall legacy.
We're gonna talk about Triple H.
So I would give Mania, like I said, like Mania. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was the build was so bad this year that if somebody might be like, well, you don't watch weekly TV. How do you know about the build? I catch what I need to catch. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm. It's also WWE. The build is bad.
Yeah, the build was bad. So like, but they
built one match. They built one match.
Rock and Roman, really. Night one was night one over delivered for me. I had very low expectations, and it managed to go 3 points above my expectation to get a solid 6.75, maybe even a 7. Just for the nostalgia of Stone Cold and Owens. They worked really well together too.
I saw a couple like just random. I mean, I saw, like I said, I went back and watched the Bianca Belair match because I'm gonna watch Bianca Belair match because she is great. I saw the Seth and Cody match because I have to see that to talk about it.
Yeah. Your friend Seth was booing Bianca Belair. I said, "You're gonna boo the woman that looks like mommy?" He's like, "Yeah, go Becky, go." I mean,
oh wow. Okay.
This is what I get for
bring home a.
This is what I get for
bring home a redhead.
This is what I get for bringing him. He is his father's son. I get him.
Gonna bring home a redhead and get.
Hey, bro, I seen who framed nigga. I seen who framed Roger Rabbit, and I had an awakening.
Listen here, man. He bring home a redheaded white girl. Understand you, not him. You gonna get an earful about that redheaded white girl.
First of all, my wife, his older brother already has dated women of various ethnicities or young ladies of various ethnicity. And
oh wow,
his mom just asked him, like, what, no black girls at your school? There's no better way. I mean, she didn't mean it the way that sounds. She had questions because she saw his Instagram. She's like, who are you following? And they were all very Kardashian looking. And Stacey was like, so
he's like 17. Like that's
17. He's 17 now, but it's like, that's right, y'all. But black don't crack. I got a 17-year-old.
You didn't. You know what? Move it on. You couldn't have had. I mean, you could have.
I could have. Yeah, bro, the way nigga man work out, I'm 34. I could have had a 17-year-old.
Right. You could have. You had 17. Yeah, but you didn't.
I literally have a 17-year-old. I mean, I do. I have a 17-year-old. That's cool.
Yes, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway,
I didn't shoot him out, but I raised him up. Damn it. Moving on.
Yes. Yeah, I've also like.
So you want to talk?
I think I dated a white girl in like 10th grade. I dated a white girl in 10th grade, and that was a question my mom gave me. Like, ain't no black girls in school.
There are. I like this human being though. I mean, that.
Funny.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do.
But it's all good because Cody. Speaking of Cody, he ended racism. Great transition.
Ended racism. Beautiful black wife. Beautiful.
His white black daughter, as he put it. His white. No, don't call her a mulatto. His white
big
black
bank account.
His white black daughter.
Yes, I shouldn't say mulatto. His mixed child.
Baby big bank, making real money already.
So me. Cody has come back to where he wanted to be, WWE.
Yeah, good for him. Congratulations.
So like my thing when I was saying I don't care, wrestling should have movement. We have been so long. Right. We have been so long with a monopoly that people forgot that wrestlers move. That's why I never feel the like, oh, Keith Lee is a like WWE guy. Right. Even though like when people say that, it's weird to me because these people were wrestling everywhere else.
Keith Lee is a WWE Evolve Beyond guy. He's a WWE
like niggas call Samoa Joe a WWE guy. Like nigga,
Samoa Joe is a Ring of Honor.
Samoa Joe is an ROH.
He's a TNA
Impact guy. Yeah, or titty and ass.
Yeah, TNA Impact, all that.
Yeah, but like so, like that's stupid. Like there was always territories. Like MJF said it really well. He was
we go where the money is.
Yeah, we go where the money is. Like where you think you're gonna get best used. Now I do think some of the
biggest paycheck, best usage. What division you have for yourself and your character. Those three things.
Some of the narratives. Yeah, some of the narratives that I've seen, like, oh, it's gonna get a bunch of AEW guys to jump. No, like guys, AEW and like so actual talent at AEW and WWE don't have adversarial relationships. Apparently, there were AEW guys backstage at WWE yesterday. Yeah. Like Wale was talking about, they were bad there.
Most of the niggas met up and
like Ricky.
A bunch of people linked up at Wale Mania and was hanging out. I'm sure the people that Cody has a personal relationship with some of the AEW talent that was back there.
Yeah, so Ricky was probably back there.
Tried to sprinkle shit in their ears, like, hey, you see this moment, Ricky? Yeah. This could be you.
But here's the thing. They're also not stupid. They know what this is. Like, they know I ain't coming in being this Ricky Starks here. Like, they know that. Like, these people aren't dumb. So I think when people are like, hey, they're going to snatch up Jade. No, they're not. Like, Jade ain't going nowhere. MJF? Yeah. I don't think MJF is going anywhere. Like, I just don't. Like, that whole, he's upset with his contract. That doesn't even make sense. Like, the people who kept saying that literally made no sense. He literally just signed an extension. Yeah, he might want to get paid more money, but he could have asked for that before the extension. He just signed. You were being worked. With anything MJF, you were being worked. Like,
he might have got more money. We don't know if he didn't before he resigned.
Yeah, he might have got more money. With anything MJF, you being worked anyway. Oh, Josie's video went out. With anything MJF, you're being worked. But
I'll pause my video real quick.
Yeah. People like Jade, she probably ain't going nowhere. MJF, I don't see him going with Warlock. Like, there are a lot, and then some of these people turn down WWE deals to come to AEW.
Right.
Like Will Hobbs turned down an AEW deal. Ricky Starks turned down a WWE deal. Warlow, apparently they told him he was hired, then he wasn't. Like, I just don't see a bunch of them jumping ship. Like, that's just not how it works. Now there will be some movement. Like, there's guys that'll go over there and vice versa. But I didn't care because the minutia of why he left didn't really matter. Like, whatever reason he had. Now, I do think some of his interviews are goofy. Like, some of the shit he's saying in interviews speaks to how unself-aware Cody Rhodes is. He is not very aware of what people think.
No, not at all.
A way. Him saying he the best wrestler in the world is not a close second. I understand why you feel that way. But nigga, you saw Kenny Omega up close. You think you better than that. You saw that up close and you like, yeah, I'm better than that. You saw Hangman up close. Yeah, I'm better than him. Like, no, you know that. You know that you like you saw these niggas up close. You were in Gorilla. You saw them and you were like, I can do that. No, you can't. No. Bryan Danielson showed up. You was like, yeah, I'm better than him. Like,
nigga, please.
Like, stop it. You're not better than fuck. I said it before the show. I don't think nigga better than Tony Nese. Like, nigga, we at wrestling. I don't think you're better than Tony Nese.
No, so he's a package. Like, Cody, he can talk. He has a good look. He has a legacy behind him, and that's about it. I mean, he's a solid in-ring worker. He ain't gonna blow your socks off. He's solid. No.
He gonna get you a good, solid 3 stars.
Exactly, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that.
3 stars is great if you can get it consistently. That's great. His His last match in AEW was really good, the Sammy Guevara match, but some of that was because Sammy Guevara is really fucking good. But yeah, man, I don't. Whatever happened to him between him and the Elite, we will never know because the Young Bucks are sending. Young Bucks been sending shots at Cody since he left. I don't think at some point them niggas was like, yo, we don't rock with that guy. I don't know what happened. I have suspicions just based on how it's been discussed that Cody really didn't want to do any of these partnerships with other promotions. He really didn't want the Joshi shit happening.
I heard that part. That's interesting. It's really I don't see why, especially early on.
Well, no, I got why he was like we should focus on people we have here, but also, hey man, if you can get some chicks from Stardom, you might want to.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
Hey, if you can get Sierra to come over here, like ask.
You don't not have her. You don't not have Sierra on your card or
Tommy, like any of them chicks, but
Julia.
But yeah, like we will never know what happened because it doesn't seem like anyone wants to come out and say it. It is funny. It's just funny to see Kenny and the Bucks take shots at him constantly.
I don't think anything actually happened. I think it was just a different vision.
Yeah, there was a different vision.
And that's like life.
Yeah. And I think Cody always wanted to go back. Like, I don't think the Bucks or Kenny.
They had many different opportunities to sign with WWE, especially in the 2010s, and they never did.
Yeah,
that was never their thing. Their whole thing was making their own path. These dudes was making in the high six figures on the indies good without WWE and keeping their creative freedom. So for them, it's very much like Cody is the pop star that got dropped from his label and then went out and made some respectable solo music that his fan base got into, and that allowed him to. He kept mainstream visibility while being independent, but he always wanted to be. He always wanted to be on.
He wanted the machine behind.
I want the machine, right? I don't want to just be Cody the independent artist. I need to be the top guy at Shady Records or whatever the fuck. Sony. Meanwhile, Sony, whatever. Like the Bucks though, and Kenny, and
we are fine over here at Bust Down Records.
Right, like we are Griselda. We're getting this distribution through Tony Khan Records, and we've also got a stake in Tony Khan Records now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't have any.
It's just different visions and different desires. And like for me, I have nothing negative to say about Cody going. I also have nothing like overly super positive. I'm not going to be like, oh, Cody's going to change the culture of WWE. I hope he gets everything he wants out of this.
No.
I was one of the people that before he left, that was like, I remember somebody saying on a podcast or some shit, like, nobody's calling for Cody to be world champion. And I was like, I don't see why not. Like in 2016, matter of fact, I'm pretty sure 2016 was around the time. Was that around the time they started building up freaking, what's that dude name? Jinder Mahal to like get a shot. I'm like, if you're going to invest that energy in a guy like
Jinder, baby.
Yeah, if you're going to invest that energy in a guy like Jinder, why not let Cody get out of this damn Stardust gimmick and just give him an upper mid card run again with the IC title and see how that goes. I wouldn't even say put the belt on him. I was like, just have him run an actual program against a heel champ.
Oh, he's gonna win a main title this time.
Oh, he's gonna this time around, and I hope he does. Like, good for him. But I mean, my thing with that is
he ain't beating Roman.
Look at Drew McIntyre. Like after Vince did the Drew, put the belt on Drew a couple times. Now he's over here playing around with Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. Like eventually that part's gonna happen to Cody. But that's fine.
Eventually the luster is gonna come off, and he's gonna be doing weird shit in the mid card.
That's
Miz.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a feud with the Miz for reasons like and fine, whatever. Yo, my nigga, you said his nigga gonna be tagging with Elias.
Yeah,
he's gonna be doing weird, like you know how these things go with the WWE. Like everyone's like, oh, he's gonna sit. No, he's not. That's not how Vince booking works. At some point, he's gonna be doing some goofy shit with R-Truth or some like fucking shit with the Viking. Like he's gonna be doing lame shit. Because it's WWE.
That's right. It's going to be right. There's no dancing around that. That stuff's going to happen. But in the beginning, just for like good faith, you have to show they have to be invested in him. And put him in a higher.
They poured dog food on Roman Reigns.
Right.
Like they did do that.
Yeah, they did that. Like you can't just like with a broad brush be like, oh, Cody is getting buried the first time he loses or does something stupid on TV, because that literally is the sports entertainment that WWE wants to give you.
Yes, they want to throw pies in Tony Storm's face and pour dog food on Roman Reigns and have Drew McIntyre threaten to kill Madcap Moss with a sword. For no reason.
Well, maybe
he almost did kill him.
Yes, he almost killed him accidentally. That nigga landed directly on his head. Yeah, man, I don't have any ill will to Cody. Like, if you out here burning the shirt and shit, you're a weirdo.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really
he's not a traitor to AEW. You fucking weirdos. It's not a real war. Nobody's actually fighting it. Mad niggas was hanging out with each other at Wale Mania. Like, what are you doing?
Nigga, on stage, it was like Daniel Garcia. Who was on stage? Like Daniel Garcia, Calvin Tankman, Calvin Tankman, Jade, and Carmelo. Like, they all hanging out. Y'all have beef with each other. These niggas like each other. They don't.
You pundits.
They don't give a fuck about this shit like this.
You media niggas, because I would never refer to us as media, because we're just people that talk about a thing we like, which is what a lot of people actually are. But whatever. Yeah, like y'all need these narratives to like push some kind of agenda to get views, and I get it.
Depending on who you're talking about, that's not what they're pushing. Like, I don't think Dave Meltzer is pushing that. I don't think SRS is pushing that. Now, there are media members, quote unquote, like Alfred bitch ass, who is pushing diverse division. Speaking of
nasty business,
I just want to say this: you did all that shit when all these black free agents were released about like starting your own black wrestling company, but didn't mention any of the all black wrestling companies. And then For the Culture was this weekend, and he ain't say nothing about the only tweet he had before WrestleMania was about the Fast Nationals for fucking Rampage, which,
of course,
like, which WWE gives you for some reason.
We're not gonna get on it's like Bobby says in the group chat. Why are you niggas executives at a network? Like, I watch shows and I enjoy the show. I hope it keeps numbers up enough to not get canceled so I can keep enjoying it. That's about my extent that I care about ratings. That's it.
Yes, I don't really care.
Also, TV doesn't work like it used to. No one's drawing in the tens of millions like that outside of big national sporting events or like major, like TV news and major like water cooler network dramas.
Yeah, like that's why when Eric Bischoff says the weird shit, he says like, "Well, we were drawing 20 million people a night." WWE ain't doing that now. When there was 5 channels, yeah, sure. Like, that's not how this works. Nigga, we got the internet now, nigga. We got if you
social
got
media.
Cable, yeah, if you got cable, you got 5,000 fucking channels, and you when in 1996 we had a 20.0 rate, nigga, and the fuck they got to do it now?
That's not how people. That's not how people ingest and interact with media no more.
But anyway, but yeah, shout out to Cody. Hope this is everything you dreamed. I hope the documentary for your dad is really dope. But I won't be watching it. Because I don't watch WWE.
I'm not interested in Raw. So like,
yeah,
I'm not interested in SmackDown.
I'm definitely not.
I used to try to watch a little SmackDown, but now that like Rampage comes on Fridays, and I'm usually catching up on MLW before I watch Rampage.
Yeah. Nigga, if I'm at home on a Friday and I'm watching wrestling, it's gonna be Rampage. I'm not watching
shit on Hulu. I was watching SmackDown on Hulu. That was only for Roman, and now I mean I like Roman, but honestly the gimmick is kind of random, of course, you know.
Yeah, it's about time.
Be prepared. He ain't put over some baby face.
He's not. Oh, we know tonight he's not losing.
Nigga, I don't think he loses until next WrestleMania.
Oh, y'all think Braun? They building Braun up to beat him?
Say what?
Yeah, y'all think they building Breaker up to beat him?
I mean, he's a Steiner and he's kind of short, so no. Like, no. Like, maybe in a couple of years. I think they're gonna try to push Roman to break not Bruno Sammartino's record, because that's stupid, but he gonna break some sort of record with that title. Like, he's going to be champion for a very long time. Because he's already been champion for over a year, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came back. Like when he came back with his new heel teeth, he was champion. And he been champion ever since.
Oh, yo, them new teeth go dumb, boy.
They're not as big anymore. They're not as aggressive.
He came back with them evil new teeth, and you knew what time it was, man.
Came out with them evil new teeth and then beat up his cousin.
And the aggressive
exactly.
t-shirt.
Those when a man has teeth like that, he intends violence. You just got to know it.
And like I want to be clear, like I don't dislike Roman. I think Roman is probably the best thing they have going for them. He legitimately, like he's a heel that has a legitimate presence. Even like I enjoy him talking shit in the ring. I enjoy
his big boss music.
Yeah, I enjoy all that. That nigga comes off as a final boss.
Yeah, he does, and he should. He got that Final Fantasy boss music, and I love it.
Yeah, like that. All the stuff that Roman has done since he came back from COVID stuff has been like he has been legitimately dope. I just don't care about the product enough to like sit through it. Hell, babyface Brock Lesnar is hilarious to me. This nigga seems legitimate. I have watched Brock Lesnar since he was like 21 in the WWE, and he ain't never seemed happy. This nigga is just he dapping up kids. He fucking taking pictures with people. Like he legit looks happy.
He does.
Like that shit is fun. But I don't
Brock
care
is
about
having fun. It's a weird character. Viking farmer Brock has been the most unexpected persona of this nigga that I never knew I needed. I'm glad I got it.
Like, oh, this nigga isn't like
Brock out there diving into the fans like he's CM Punk and high-fiving people and chugging beers with
high-fiving people. Nigga, there was a picture of him walking through the crowd.
I'm lying. We have seen this Brock before, but we saw this Brock in UFC. We didn't see this Brock in WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Because like he was miserable.
When he was just when he was walking through the crowd and there was a little kid, and I think he wanted to like just like tap the kid on the chest, but he did it in a way that clearly hit that boy in the sternum, and that boy reassessed everything.
His whole life flashed before his eyes.
Because he didn't do it, like it didn't look like it was hard to Brock, but you could see in the kid's face, like, oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Why are you so big?
But shout out to Cody. I hope everything works out for you. I ain't got no ill will towards you. And Dynamite has legitimately been better without Cody's shit that was just like
Cody's stuff felt disconnected from the general flow of the show. So
it always did. It became less and less connected to everything, especially once Tony Khan took over booking. It became less and less connected to everything else that was going on.
And that's another thing. Can people stop acting like Cody didn't get a lot of leeway on his own booking because he got the. Okay. I don't think Tony Khan was going to make him honor the natural story. There was his heel turn comes when he breaks the promise to the fans.
But he was
AEW does very, very legit, very logical storytelling, basically. And there was the path. I won't turn. I'm gonna have the Cena and I got what he was doing. I actually enjoyed a lot of the Cena Cody shit because I was watching people get worked into a fucking frenzy on the internet and in the actual arenas. And the worst reaction you can have in wrestling is no reaction. You can never say that Cody got no reaction.
Oh no! When they threw that belt
he got
back,
booed all the time.
When they threw that belt back, that was incredible. Incredibly unsafe. Don't be doing shit like that. But damn it,
don't do that
for great TV in the moment.
That shit.
Here's what I'll say about Cody. Yeah, it did look like hurt. Here's what I'll say about Cody.
That he was acting his ass off.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say about Cody before we move on. He put a cap on where he could get as far as the title by not turning heel. He decided he didn't want to turn heel. No one made him not turn heel. I don't think Tony Khan, if he came, hey, I want to be heel, Tony Khan was like, no, we want the crowd to continue to boo you as a face. Like, that's not
right.
Like that, like, no. And also, I need people to understand. It's very clear that this is what's happening to. Tony Khan has the final say on booking. He doesn't book every single. He ain't sitting up here with like a script. Because he said this now. He ain't got no script. Like there's a basic outline of where the story is going.
Right.
Now, how you get there,
you hit bullet points.
Sort of up to you.
It's the old school way of doing it. You hit bullet points. Make sure you cover this because this is going to be integral to the match and the story and whatever you fill the blanks in with. And that's how you get lines like my white black daughter. Cody, we need you. Cody, we need you to end racism. And however you get there, however you eliminate racism is up to you.
God damn, nigga. But yeah,
you can't use that word anymore. Cody got rid of racism, sir. I'm an African American.
Okay. That. Oh God, that feud was so bad. But yeah, so moving on from Cody, Triple H officially retired. I thought he was retired anyway.
Man, I thought that nigga been done.
Yeah, once I heard that nigga like had a heart attack, I was like, well, he's never wrestling again. But he officially retired. What was that? Monday? I think that was Monday. Or no, that was last week.
He broke it with Stephen A.
Yeah, that was random. That was random as hell breaking it with Stephen A. But it kind of, a little retroactive look on Triple H's career. Triple H's career. His in-ring career, he's not a Rushmore wrestler. I think he believes he's a Mount Rushmore wrestler. He's not. But he was someone who was a really
Triple H is a really good hand that knew how to politic.
Yeah, he's a really good hand. He's
learned all
the
right lessons from Sean and the elder members of the clique, and just made sure that he never inherited any of their vices that got in the way of their careers at various points.
Yeah, except steroids. But
see, this nigga go, man. Everyone was doing it, okay? It's just what you did. It's what you did.
Yeah,
not
like cool.
Like that nigga though. He came back.
His body did some weird fluctuating.
He worked really hard on his body while recovering.
That nigga came back looking like a street short. Like what the fuck?
That story of
Sean. There was one time he came back fat, and then he came back like ripped like a motherfucker.
That story of Scott Steiner was like, okay, I'll take a test as soon as he takes one. Come on, both of us right now, whip him out. Okay, well, let's go ahead with that match at the Rumble. Ooh, that was bad.
Yeah,
maybe don't put a man in a 30-minute epic Triple H or whoever came up with that idea when the nigga told you, hey, by the way, I got this disease, it's got my foot fucked up, so I can basically we can only do suplexes out there tonight.
Nah, 30 minutes. Let's go. I'm
gonna drag you into deep water and expose you because you're not ready to play the game.
I didn't hate Triple H. There were parts
40-minute opening promo to Raw.
I did enjoy DX Triple H, both iterations. I even enjoyed Evolution Triple H. I thought Triple H was a very effective heel. He was a very, very effective.
One of my favorite wrestlers. But then he got real life heat with me. It was like, all right, bro, we're cool. You can stop now. The last time I actively cheered Triple H as a face was when he beat Roman Reigns when he chucked Roman Reigns out of the ring in that Rumble to defend the belt. And I'm like, okay, cool. So Dean Ambrose is going to throw him over the top, right? It's like that Star Wars meme with Natalie Portman. So Dean Ambrose is going to throw him over the top, right? Oh no! So Bray Wyatt's here now. So Bray Wyatt's going to throw him over. No. Oh, no. He's the champ again.
He's champ. Yeah, he's
champ again.
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I fell asleep during that match. I legit fell asleep. That's the one we watched at my brother's house, at Alex's house that year. That Mania, the Mania where Triple H and Roman were in the main event. The one in Dallas.
Was terrible.
So bad. Oh my god, nigga! People, terrible. we had like
they came out and they're like goddamn Mad Max.
We had like 10 people come over to my brother's house. We watched it, and I think maybe Ben had fallen asleep too. I fell asleep after Ben. Stacy woke us up, was like, hey, the main event is on, y'all. And like the main event has been on for an hour, baby. You were asleep when the main event started.
That was the one when Shane
everybody was asleep
in front of his kids.
Yeah, man.
Everybody was asleep.
Yeah, that was the one where Shane got fucked up wrestling Taker.
When Shane was like, I'm gonna die for this for no reason.
I'm gonna die for my kids.
That was a choice. Do you love me now, Daddy? Daddy, watch me twirl.
No,
look at me twirl, Daddy.
Vince McMahon in the back, like, why'd you do that stupid shit? Like, why'd you jump off that? What was the point of that? But I never actively hated Triple H, and I think even when he came out the ring is when I became more of a fan of his, because he gave me NXT Black and Gold, and it was one of the things that got me back heavy into wrestling. And I think you can thank him indirectly for a lot of how wrestling, the main competition to WWE right now is AEW. I don't think a billionaire, I think Tony Khan probably still tries to do AEW in some capacity, but I don't know if there's a fervor for a real alternative if we weren't getting NXT at the same time. Because WWE for a very long time had existed in a straight up monopoly. Like, yeah, Impact was around, but they don't give a fuck about Impact. And so, you know,
this nigga with the slander. He came with the slander cannon tonight.
Look, man, they did a whole fucking pay-per-view with a worse camera than I got on my laptop. I don't want to hear it.
You're not wrong.
I don't want to hear it.
This 20 people. Not wrong.
Yes, in front of like 25 people.
Man. Hey, come on. It was 35 first off, nigga. Counting concessions.
Too many talented wrestlers in that company for them to not care about these things.
If WWE gets to count the wrestlers and the concessions crew as well, then Impact gets to say 50. They had Impact had 125 people at that event.
Yeah, because ain't Impact still free? Can't you still go to free? Was that shit free at one point? Just show up.
It was free.
Yeah, when it was in. I mean, but technically, you have to buy a ticket to.
Universal?
Yeah, it's still free.
Universal.
Impact was free.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, AEW Dark is free, so there, Bucko. How about that?
Cool. This is not their main show. That is dark matches.
I've got
yeah, man. So NXT Black and Gold gave us some really good stuff. Now, I will say that it wasn't all roses because he literally wanted to take over the world. Like that infamous map where they wanted NXT Japan, NXT India, NXT China. Like they wanted a lot of NXT. And if they had their way, we would have had New Japan NXT. But I do commend him for. Go ahead.
I would just say it's just funny how they just yanked it from him. They was like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, it sucks because.
But with that alternative thing, right? I think we wouldn't have had an NXT if Sinclair had actually sank money into and supported Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
but they just saw this cheap content to put on at 3 a.m. in a random fucking time slot in Willacoochee, Georgia, and was like, "Yo,
nigga, nobody knew when that shit came on,
like
bro.
at the peak of Ring of like let's say at the peak of the popularity of the like when the Elite were like, yo, we got this deal worked out with Hot Topic, one of the biggest store chains in the world, had kids at the schools I teach at just buying Bullet Club and Villain Club t-shirts because the designs look cool.
Idea who they were.
I don't. There was like out of the 5 kids I seen with Bullet Club shirts, it's like 3 of them was black boys. Only one of them was like, I was like, too sweet, and he was like, boom. The other one was like, what? I just saw these guns, cuz. I was like, guns and shit. I'm like, okay, cool, little nigga, whatever. But like, you had random kids who's out here listening to 21 Savage wearing wrestling t-shirts, and your plan was, yeah, cool, okay, that's gaining ground. People are actually starting to maybe get back into this wrestling thing again. Yeah, so we got a show, right? Cool. Let's put that on at 11:35 on a Saturday.
Random fucking time.
Niggas just spun the wheel and chose a channel. Was like, it's gonna be on Discovery Health. Like, nigga, what?
Nigga, I don't even have cable. What?
Right, nigga.
This shit gonna be on one of them alternate channels because you know how they got it now, where like regular TV got alternate channels.
Yeah, put that shit on the
alternate channels.
Nigga, if them niggas are just Saturday at 8 on the CW, they're not showing Riverdale then or whatever the fuck was their moneymaker at that point. Just
what is on CW on the weekend?
I don't know. Nothing. That's what I said. Nigga, 8 o'clock Saturday or 7 o'clock Saturday, because it's not like Ring of Honor is doing a bunch of bad language shit and they even blur out blood. 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock on a Saturday, just across the nation on the CW. Sinclair's gonna. But no, they buy some fucking cameras. No,
that's actually a good time slot.
Sinclair has their own network of channels, but they sell a bunch of content to different bigger channels. So that's why you sometimes would watch Ring of Honor on Fox Sports and shit like that.
Yes. Remember WCW Saturday night? It come on like 6 o'clock at TBS.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock TBS. Yeah. It replaced the old 605 show that used to come on. The old Jim Crockett show used to come on there.
Yeah, and it worked.
Honestly, I hope that's what they do with Ring of Honor. Like throw that shit on a Saturday, or throw that shit on like a Thursday. No, you don't even have to put it. Man, put that shit on True TV. Put it on True TV because you ain't trying to get no ratings with this. This is just content. Put that shit on True TV at like 7 p.m. on a Saturday.
But they'll put it either on TNT or TBS because of brand synergy.
And
history.
I better have better rating than Impact.
608.
Yeah, better have better rating than Impact.
If you put it on Thursday to run head to head with Impact, it'll go. Come on, man.
Oh well, you'll kill Impact. Don't put it on Thursday.
Like, I'm not saying NXT.
I want niggas to be able to make money. Like I ain't trying to.
Yeah, oh no, I get it. Hey, they still gonna make their money because again, for Anthem, Impact is just content to put wherever.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, because they don't pay them niggas for no cameras or microphones.
Oh, why do they have so many pay-per-views?
Nigga, dog. Why do they have so many? They got a pay-per-view next week.
Oh my god! No build. They just pop up,
bro.
Like I'll be looking on my Fire Stick, and all of a sudden it's like Impact pay-per-view. Like, nigga, there was one last week. What is this?
Oh,
no
shit.
Bills. We just pay-per-view on pay-per-view on pay-per-view. Hey, we have Moose Assault. We have Moose Assault women. But yeah,
that is a choice. That
did happen. A choice. I didn't make that up. That wasn't a lie I just told. He literally assaulted Josh Alexander.
Why is Alexander still? Why is he still there?
Loyalty, I guess. They probably also paid him a lot of money. Like I feel like their budget is wrapped up in like 4 people, and everybody else just get whatever they could get. Like, hey, Moose and Josh and shit. Sammy, maybe Sammy Callahan. No. Nah, Chris Bay ain't making that much money. I can almost guarantee you Chris Bay ain't making that much money.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What about Eddie Edwards?
He might have Eddie Edwards, but he can't go nowhere.
Yeah,
where Eddie Edwards going?
Too fat now and too many bumps.
Where he going with them capri pants on? Where who TV show he going on? Dressed like that.
Still doing that Tommy Dreamer cosplay, baby.
Yeah, how long has he been doing that shit for like almost a decade now, right?
It feels like it, bro. It feels like it, man.
God damn.
Bro, it's been about 11 years.
Moose can't go nowhere. Moose can't go nowhere because he sounds like Mushmouth.
Yeah, he can't talk.
Let me give him a mouthpiece, but Moose want to talk.
He's a wrestling god. He does not need a mouthpiece, sir.
And then JBL
did. Anyway, but yeah, back to Triple H. Triple H. Shout out to Triple H for the things
not dying.
Wrestling. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy he didn't die. I guess. I'm not gonna go back and say he was the greatest wrestler of all time because I saw some people doing that. Like, you ain't gotta lie.
Who?
You ain't gotta lie. I saw some people going back and being real revisionist, and I'm like, you don't gotta lie. You could say he was very good without.
Yeah, he was solid. You know,
he had some really dope matches.
Yeah, he's had great matches. My thing is Triple H was never the guy. He was the guy that worked with the top guys. And that's fine because he had to be able to deliver a compelling match and a story with those guys. But I never once watched a match because Triple H was in it. I'll put it that way. No. I watched Triple H wrestle The Rock. I watched Austin wrestle Triple H. I watched Benoit Sean wrestle Triple H. I've never once watched a match where, Triple H versus Ben will tell you, I was not big on Dean Ambrose, the character. I did, but I watched that Roadblock match or whatever it was Roadblock. That match was great, but I watched that match because I was hoping that Dean Ambrose would get another crack at the championship, not because fucking Triple H was in it. Like Triple H.
Slightly off topic. It's wild how bad Dean Ambrose was compared to what John Moxley is.
Yeah, man.
Like you put those two things side to side, and like he physically looks larger now. Like he physically just is.
It's amazing how
it's
he
just
got
something
over.
about it. Yeah, it's like something about it. Like, yo, this nigga is like John fucking Moxley, and then it was like Dean Ambrose who was doing that stupid
lunatic cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
what? Yeah, man. No, I'm just thinking about like the moment he walked out in New Japan and had that match with Juice Robinson. That for me was like right. I was Death Rider. I was like, yo, okay. He's back. I was like, but what kind of Moxley is he going to be with returns? Is he going to be CZW Moxley?
He put those shorts on.
He came with the Tyson, the barbed wire design, had the leather jacket, came out there, bit Juice Robinson's head. Off the dick was like, I'm violencing you. Juice is like, yo, you want to take a brain buster on the floor? Yes, let's do that.
Yes, I do. He did that paradigm shift, then picked him up and did it again with the
I'm gonna give you a running knee. I'm gonna take a 10-foot start on this knee trembler and bash your head into the barricade. Let's go. Like, okay, this nigga's back. Then they got in the ring and did some chain wrestling for reasons. I'm like, no, go back to the. I mean, that's cool. Y'all can do that. We know. Go back to beat the shit out of each other though. This is great.
Also, guys, and I've seen people say this. That guy is not going back to WWE.
No, bro.
He's not going back. Because I've read his book. He ain't going back to WWE.
Jericho and Danielson are likely to have a return, like a Hall of Fame return.
Oh, Danielson definitely.
Yeah, he
has no reason. He ain't gonna wrestle. I don't think he's gonna wrestle. I think he's gonna get all that out of his system.
And then go back and be an executive or some shit.
Yeah. Go back and be a producer in the back or something.
You could be an executive producer for Tony Khan, bro. Get some of that sweet sugar from Sugar Man, baby.
I mean, nigga, his father-in-law Johnny Ace, like he going back.
I can see Punk. I
can see him running Ring of Honor.
Punk will never go back.
Wait, what?
Punk ain't going back.
Who?
Punk ain't going back.
Who did
I can see him going back before Mox, and that's just how much.
Before you finish the sentence, my nigga, I was
Punk hates them more than Moxley does. Like Moxley is on a whole like, oh, they didn't let me be creative. I was unhappy. Punk is like, I almost died. Y'all served me papers on my wedding day. I fucking despise y'all. like if I see y'all, it's on sight. Like he hates them niggas. And I found it funny that he even went back and did that show. And he was like, the only reason I did it because I wasn't working for them. I was working for Fox.
Right. So, and the money was good and easy.
Yes, he got paid a lot of fucking money. But yeah, man. Yeah. Triple H had some like his match with Mankind was a really dope match.
Him and Sean.
That Mick Foley match is what made him a viable main eventer.
Oh, yeah, the Hell in a Cell.
Him and Sean. Yeah, all him and Sean.
Not even the Hell in a Cell one they had, just that Rumble match.
The Rumble match is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that was a specific one I'm talking about. The Rumble match. His matches with Undertaker. Well, except for that last one.
Okay. Like, the WrestleMania 17 one had that stupid bump where the ref was knocked unconscious, where the ref was knocked unconscious for an hour and a half. The second one they did was Mania 28, right?
Yeah, the second one with Sean as a referee.
Oh, that Hell in a Cell one. That match was overly. The end of the era match. The third one was the end of the era match, and that for me was just over the top.
Which one had Sean in it?
The second one was the best one.
The second one.
The second one is the one where he reversed the tombstone on Taker. And did the thing.
Yeah. The second one was like the super kick pedigree spot. Where they like I remember watching that
when they hit their tag team finish.
Yeah, like I was like, oh shit, they're
gonna do it.
He's gonna win.
Gonna do it.
And then he does a sit up, and like the look on both of their faces is like, this is cinema.
That match had too many triple and double downs. Like that match to me was a prime example of bad Triple H matches. Or also to
the second one?
It's funny that Cody. No, the third one. The third one was the Hell in a Cell.
The third one was bad.
Like over the top. Sean. Oh, Sean's down. Taker's down. Oh, Hunter's down. It's a triple down. Look at the drama.
Oh,
it's like nigga, wrestling for an hour. Wrestling for an hour does not mean the match is fucking good.
No, it doesn't. Actually, most matches that are an hour are actually bad. Like the Sean Bret Hart hour match it's actually really bad.
I went back and rewatched that match like a few years ago, and I still loved it then. I understand why some people. Yes, I did. I did it back in like 2015. I was on a big kick.
You watched that whole match?
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's great storytelling. Yeah, knowing the result and takes like when I was a kid, I didn't know what was going to happen at the end, right? So like it was definitely bigger. But knowing the ending doesn't negate. I can now watch the match from a more critical standpoint and be like, okay, they were setting this up back 15 minutes ago. But you know, I get it. It's one of those matches that people like outside of the moment. That match hasn't aged well, and in a way, I understand why it hasn't. But I think the vitriol against that match, it's been in vogue to shit on that match basically, and I think niggas got a little extra with their criticisms. Is all I'm saying.
Right.
I mean, Yeah, but generally, I don't think people should wrestle that long unless your name is Kenny Omega, Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, or
Kurt
maybe
Angle,
Adam Page,
or Brock Lesnar, who has the history of being able to pull off Iron Man matches.
Not now. Brock Lesnar.
Everybody does not have the layout. Yeah, I don't need an hour-long Brock Lesnar match now, but everyone doesn't have the skills to lay out a match that can reasonably go an hour without it feeling like. Because I'll be honest, when that I would, if someone had told me before that one of the best matches of the past 5 years was going to be an hour-long match involving Hangman Page, I would have been like, no, it's not. And that's no knock to Hangman Page.
I would agree because I thought I did not like before he became Hangman.
Yeah,
watching him
when he became Hangman, he started
with
the Decade. He was the young boy.
He was with the Decade.
Whitmer.
Nigga, I did not give a fuck about that nigga.
When he did
I was like, yo,
running shooting star press every match.
Man, the dead eye was stupid looking to me. Like I was like, yo, I don't give a fuck about.
You don't like the belly to back pile driver, man. I've always been a fan of that move, especially when Jerry Lynn used to use it.
It's better now because Hangman be fucking motherfuckers up, but like then it was like, because he's stiff as hell now. He wasn't then.
Hey, those chops ring off, boy. Them chops ring off in the building.
Yeah. He's also a big dude.
Pretty fun champ. I gotta say.
Yeah, he's a really good champ. But
Chef Kiss. I said the Tesla with the horns, Chef Kiss. That's just
yes. Yo, Terrell did not. Terrell thought that was a prop car. I'm like, no, that's really his car. That's really that man's car. He's really out here saving the planet, caring about people and shit. Good for him. You love to see it. You love to see your world champion care about the environment.
Okay, well that's interesting.
Unlike that miscreant Roman Reigns. Oh, did something just happen on the?
No, I mean Cody talking about his relationship with Tony Khan. Even though he like yesterday said there is no beef. I hope history is really kind to him. We were drifting apart, but we couldn't agree anymore.
Man, I'm telling you, Cody had CTE, man. You just wake up and get fucking neck tattoos and you just.
I don't even think it's CTE. Cody just be lying. Like I think the thing with Cody, like his daddy, he be lying. He just be lying. Like I think, like his daddy.
Why you had to invoke the name of Dusty in this?
Dusty used to lie his ass out too. Hey man, old wrestlers in general,
they're workers.
Lie all the time.
Workers always work.
This is not me talking ill of Dusty. He used to lie. Like Hulk Hogan to this day be lying for no reason. Hulk Hogan will say some shit. And you like, the fuck is you talking? Like, so
I turned down being elite bassist in Metallica. No, you didn't, nigga. The heel turn was not your idea. You were not asking in advance, months in advance to do a heel turn. You had to be convinced. You almost backed out the night of they were going to pull it with Sting. Stop it, nigga.
Nigga, he was on that Evil documentary talking about he was broke when he left the WWE. He said he was destitute, ain't have a dollar to his name. Nigga, we saw you. You were in WCW a while before you became a heel. You were not broke. Why are you lying to my face?
You came in on the biggest sweetheart contract. Your contract was public knowledge, nigga. Like,
nigga, everyone knew what you were. Why are you lying?
Nigga had Thunder in Paradise.
Nigga just lies to lie. And Cody sometimes lies to lie. Like I don't even think it's conscious. I think in the moment, he think he telling the truth. And then he'll get around someone else or he'll be asked by somebody else a question and lie again. Like he went out of his way to say there was no beef between him and Tony Khan. No beef. Then he was like, we couldn't agree anymore.
Yeah, that's not beef though. Beef means I got smoke for this nigga.
No.
Okay.
He was like, none of that was true. He said none of that was true. Now he coming out and being like, well, actually, it is true. Like,
actually, I disliked his position on this. He disliked my position on that. That doesn't mean it's beef though. We don't agree about everything on this podcast. Like behind the scenes of how we should approach shit. That don't mean you got beef that week.
No, I don't think it's legit beef. Like I don't think he wants AEW. In fact, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want AEW.
I don't think he thinks Cody negative. Generally, like, business wise, I don't agree with his approach here. Like you said, the outside partnerships. I think we should highlight our own talent. You notice that the guy that did the most for the Pillars was Cody to help establish the next generation of AEW talent. That was his focus. I'm going to use our star power as the elite to put over this next set of people. Now, Kenny in his own way would do that when he would have those matches with Dante, when he would give too much to Allen Angels, when he would give too much to
the Jungle Boy, which is
a
great match.
The Meat Man, the Jungle Boy. Like
Sammy,
Johnny Hungy. The Bucks had no, in the internet wanted it both ways. They wanted them to not be booked, not have themselves booked too strong, but also they wasted their first year in the company. What if the company had died? Then they would have just been 50-50 guys to the American audience. Yes, the Bucks never should have put over Private Party. But what did they do? Like,
or Top Flight.
Or anyone else.
Like I want to be clear, like the Bucks and Kenny do put people over. Like the whole Hangman thing is them putting Hangman over.
Yes.
Like
Kenny took the back seat. He took the back seat for a while at the
beginning. Yeah. Kenny, and it was starting to annoy me. I'm like, yo, this is the best bout machine. Like, I want to see this nigga wrestle.
I want to clean this
nigga. And then he came out and became that nigga while not being able to stand up straight and a bunch of other stuff. So
you would think
hopefully he's healthy again.
You would think niggas would remember that and then like stop, dropping these Jay Weirdo takes about Jay Lethal takes about Jay Lethal being disrespected and wasted and booked like a chump. But that's
I said it a while. I said it a while ago. Jay Lethal.
No, he did not. He did not come to AEW to be world champion. He came there to be a player coach. He's in the twilight years of his career. He's very young. Jay Lethal literally was in high school the same time period I was. He's been wrestling since then. 36. He's 36 as of this year. Yeah. That nigga is literally at the prime years where you would be a champion, but he spent a lot of years being a champion and working shit like Ultimate X matches.
Nigga, you're only like 33.
No,
he would have been a senior. He's 36. But you're only like 33.
No, I'm 34. Lethal is 36.
Nigga, you're 2 years older than me?
Yes, nigga. You say this every time my age comes up around you.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Lethal is a dad age dude like us, but this nigga's been wrestling since a teenager and doing like indie shit and doing Ultimate X matches and then doing like hour-long matches with people in Ring of Honor and doing double duty, being on pay-per-view defending 2 belts, and in some matches going an hour long into the fence of that fucking belt.
Yep. That bump card full.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting. That bump card is full. That man is there to get a check. He's going to still put on great matches when the occasion calls for it. Because him and Moxley had a banger on Wednesday night.
They did.
And like AEW smart and Ty had a point. He was like, "Well, AEW smart fan base is expecting a certain thing when you sign a Jay Lethal." I'm like, yes, but I also think fans are smart enough to know not the ins and outs, but to keep a realistic expectation of like, yo, this dude has been in our lives for a long time. He ain't coming out there to do the Hail to the King through a table outside the ring no more.
No, just like with Samoa Joe.
To be honest,
come out there and do fucking long pledge
feuds.
Keith Lee, Miro, and a bunch of other. I mean, he's gonna have some bangers. Yeah, but it's not gonna be a long time.
Unlike Keith Lee and Powerhouse Hobbs, he's not getting yeeted off the stage by Wardlow through some tables.
Oh no. Joe ain't taking that bump. Joe ain't taking that bump. Joe look at you like you done lost your goddamn mind.
Joe ain't doing tope suicidas no more. Joe ain't doing tornillos. Joe ain't doing the second rope dive that he used. The heat seeker shit that him and Austin Aries used to do, diving through the bottom rope.
Here's the thing.
Joe ain't doing that.
Joe is actually not totally physically shot, but he's close to physically shot. I don't expect him to. He is good enough and scary enough, like in character, that he don't even need to do that shit. You hit a nigga with that. You hit a nigga with that running face wash in the corner. You hit a nigga with a cannonball. You pick that bitch up, muscle buster, 1, 2, 3. I don't need you.
Joe is going to be doing. Joe is going to be doing his All Japan and Pro Wrestling Noah offense when he was touring over there fighting Kenta and shit. He's going to be striking you stiff. He's going to use holds, and you're going to be getting chimera plays.
Him and Eddie. I just want them to hit each other. Like just show up on Wednesday and smack Eddie Kingston. Fuck this Jericho feud. I want y'all to feud. I don't give a fuck about this Jericho shit. I want Eddie Kingston and Samoa Joe to feud. Like now.
Show up and just headbutt Eddie Kingston, Joe. Let's do it.
Yes, I don't like he talking to fucking Jericho. I just need you to come up, Cohina Clutch. Just feud now. We're feuding now. Fuck what's going on over here. we're feuding now. That would have been dope. I mean, that's not going to happen.
Of course not.
But
I mean, that would actually be bad booking and bad storytelling. But
yes, it would. But I want it.
And that's how the internet works. I'm going to tweet it until phony Khan delivers me what I want. I'm going to call him a racist until he gives me my booking. Damn it.
Well, he is a racist. So.
Wow, sir. I thought you wanted that check, bro. I thought we was trying to be paid AEW shills over
there. No,
it'd
be funny as shit. It's for some reason just get sent to him, and just that one, just that little bit.
Well,
guess these guys aren't getting the shill check.
We are never going to get to interview Swerve now. Thanks, Ben. By the way, my shirt's going to get here Tuesday now. Apparently, I wanted to wear it to the show. Bro, that shit clean,
I got
too.
Mine the day before the show.
Yeah, you got yours the day before the show. I was like, damn. I want to wear my Swerve shirt. I bet I'll wear that shit Friday to work, though. Shit. People be like, what the fuck is that? Don't worry about it, nigga. You're not cool enough. You don't know.
I'm gonna go. I go back to work tomorrow. I've been off since Wednesday. Been wonderful. Now I got to go back to slavery. So
God damn it.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But this has been an episode of Black is Black.
Yep.
Thank you, Bobby, for stopping in.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming in on short notice, homie.
No problem.
Taylor will be back next week. Taylor is indisposed.
Now, if Taylor was here for that Triple H part, it would have been smoking.
Yeah, that probably would have been.
Dog, he hates Triple H so much.
We didn't really go into
so much.
You know, I think we gave a balanced assessment of his career and his legacy. I appreciate. Look, I appreciate NXT. I also am never forgetting WrestleMania 19, nigga. So
yes, the build.
Y'all niggas will never let it go.
Both things can be true at once.
Her nappy hair.
He's a complex human being. Come on, Booker, dance for me, boy. Entertain me.
And he fucked a man.
Off topic. He did. He might have date raped.
Well, according to Stephanie, it was consensual. They faked her being unconscious because remember the post angle. It was a double work. They set up Vince. She faked being sad because she never went to Mary test, and she got that consensual penis from Triple H. She was pretending to be unconscious.
Because then they had a few.
Because the attitude era.
Remember, because when he was wrestling, when Vince was wrestling Triple H in that match, and Stephanie came up with the sledgehammer,
low blow,
the evil sledgehammer. Evil sledgehammer Stephanie is the best Stephanie, bro. She be popping up off the ring apron like a horror movie character.
Yes, it's actually pretty funny.
Double turn.
Damn, Miro. Dude.
That nigga doing it.
So the
is he wrestling God in his return?
No. Miro's shooting a pilot or something. But
Miro should go to Ring of Honor. Miro should go to Ring of Honor and just fuck people. That'd be great.
Miro gonna be doing stuff, and
he can do both. But, those guys are people are gonna move between shows.
Yeah. So, a Bloomberg article: the WWE is recruiting college athletes with big muscles and even bigger personalities to find fame in pro wrestling. And Miro's response to this is like the circus.
Damn.
Do not fuck with
that nigga is undefeated, bro. That nigga Miro's cutting promos on God. He's out here shooting on the McMahons. He's out here making TV. He gets to see Lana naked. This nigga's living the best of lives right now.
He really is winning.
Man. This nigga Miro is undefeated in the universe. He's the real universal champion.
He's beefing with God. I think the last time he was beefing with God. Bro. So
I need Miro to go to Ring of Honor and murder Eli Isom, and that's it. That's the only match he ever has to do there for me. Matter of fact, him and Cheeseburgers at the same time in a handicap match. Just Shinobi Shadow Squad. Their job is to be the Fuego they need to be the Fuego del Sol of Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but that being said, thank you guys for listening to Black and Black. Yeah, this will be put up on YouTube. We're gonna try to do a better job of putting out YouTube videos. I mean, this uploads instantly to YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and edit it. So yeah. So check us out on YouTube. If you find us on wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, iTunes, like it and leave us a review. You know, yeah, 5 stars though. Don't give me 4 stars. Like
Swerve on the show 2022 is gonna happen, y'all. We gonna talk this shit to you. Y'all getting Swerve. It's gonna happen.
I would love to get Swerve and Keith Lee.
Boost our profile. I would love to do that. Yeah, I would love to talk to either of them brothers, man.
Keith Lee for no reason said indubitably.
It's wonderful.
I was like, this nigga is leaning into this because this nigga does not say indubitably normally.
He is Hank
not
McCoy.
how he starts sentences.
He is Hank McCoy.
Yep. The man is Hank McCoy. In the stadium and be like, indubitably. Like, you don't say that shit.
I think he does.
No, he.
Hey, Ricky.
Ricky's mocking of him has been hilarious.
Keith Lee gonna be like, I would, good sir, I would hate to have to smite thee out of thine haberdashery. He's gonna be like, yes,
haberdashery, nigga. Wow,
right? He's going
haberdashery.
He's going to say it, man. He's going. Taz gonna have that Team Taz hat on. He's gonna be like, good sir, remove thyself from my personal area, lest I smite thee out of thine haberdashery.
Speaking of which, I wholly believe that Keith Lee will probably be their first Black World Champion because seeing him in person and then going back and seeing him on TV, like he got it. Like if that's a world champion.
And ain't gonna be no short reign when it's his.
Long.
No.
I want to see him work heel.
It'll be him or Swerve.
He ain't worked heel. When's the last time I saw Keith work heel?
When they first when they debuted in Ring of Honor, when him and Shane Taylor were feuding with the Viking. No, I'm not calling War Machine. Damn, I'm calling it real name, War Machine.
I was about to say Viking. Well.
Viking Raid Experience of War, whatever.
Viking Raid Experience of War.
Featuring Gunter McNazi, buddy.
Gunter McNazi, buddy. But yeah, I keep trying to close the show out and I haven't closed it out yet. Thank you guys for listening to Black to Black. Follow me on Instagram at Sephiroth's Right. That's Sephiroth_was_right. Follow me on Twitter at Blackout89. Don't friend me on Facebook. I don't really use that anymore. I've been banned multiple times for no fucking reason. It's conspiracy.
Maybe it's because you're potty mouth. How about that, mister?
Keeping a black man down.
I wasn't cussing in none of the posts they banned me for. I made an El Chapo joke. And
I told you, El Chapo killed 25 million Mexican citizens that very week.
That's a lot.
It's Mexican math, so you have to double up the numbers, then divide, and then multiply by the hypotenuse of an isosceles triangle.
I feel like that's sort of racist.
I feel like it's not. We'll see. Mexicans, chime in. Also, give us your views on Dominic Mysterio.
Who is this James Salisbury guy you keep anyway? I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, thank you, Bobby, for coming on. Jones, tell people where they can.
Oh, hey, what up, James? Appreciate you watching, man. That's my dude.
Oh no, that's not what I was saying. I saw you posted in the chat.
Yeah, that's the homie. That was a funny joint he said earlier. Anyway.
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell people where they find you.
Oh, me? Man, you know what I'm saying? It's your third baby mama crib.
Third, okay.
I'm out here. But yeah, again, everything is Pharaoh Dom on Instagram as well as Twitter. I have a TikTok. I'm too old for that shit. I'm literally only on there for the group chat with my brothers. That's it. So fuck with your boy.
Oh, you have a TikTok? Oh, wow.
Yeah, if you don't spell Pharaoh Dom right, just type in V Sean Jarvis on Twitter.
You just be on TikTok watching Too Loud videos, don't you?
Nah, I'll be on there. I don't even got a TikTok. I'm lying. I got motherfucker.
Nigga, you said TikTok.
Hey, what's that other shit with the go Snapchat? I got a fucking TikTok. I'm a grown
ass man. Why you
using
Snapchat in your group chat? Like we got what app?
I know, but them niggas would not all agree on one app. Bro, it's a long story.
What y'all niggas sharing?
Bro, the same shit I share in a group with y'all. Random
then
shit.
why you? You know what? Never mind. I don't know another person with Snapchat. Like I'm not in this group chat.
My wife got it. Like all my homegirls got Snapchats, and then like the only niggas I really know. Yeah, the only niggas I have Snapchat and Snapchat with is my brothers. Because like we had a WhatsApp group, and then one nigga was like, "Yo, I'm getting rid of this app. It don't act right on my phone." You know, old nigga technology problems. Snapchat apparently works for everybody. And I ain't trying to teach niggas how to like uninstall and debug and fuck all that, man.
Nigga, y'all could just have a text thread. It don't matter.
We had a text thread. Anyway.
It don't matter.
The inner workings of the Jones family, y'all.
Yes, thank you, Bobby, for coming. Good
Anytime.
Next week we might talk about something else.
We'll get back to our regularly scheduled program.
In 2 weeks,
Moon Knight, Halo, the TV stuff, whatever. We'll be back to sports, nerd shit, and hip hop because some joints have dropped, some things are going on. We got to talk about that J. Cole joint.
I still haven't listened to that.
Oh, word, you got time? Like, we'll be back in 2 weeks, y'all. Get ready.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace. Thank you for listening. All right, now how do we stop recording? Yes. All right. I'm about to go eat something.
Yeah, man. I got this Popeye sitting in the kitchen. I'm gonna eat up before I watch this next Night of Mania, since I ain't doing shit else tonight. Stacy and Seth went to go watch The Lion King off Broadway in Columbia, so good for them.
Oh shit. Nope. All right.